Boom. Hey, what Tupac say? I'm drinking liquor and I'm looking for some hoes to fuck. Hey, real nigga shit. My black ass, I ain't even got no motherfucking girlfriend for motherfucking Valentine's Day. I'm out here like a lonely hood rat. Talking about this is gonna be me and my baby. Yo, what's up with it? This the one and only Capone Bone, formerly the Lazy Bones, our mother, Mo Thug, Rufus Records.
Murder one, nigga, me pulling the trigger, me killing me, really me.
Gotta give a shout out to the one and only Beyond the Harmony, Cecil West, and Jonathan Leppy. Hey, we finna get a piece and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We're working on a Mukbang video, so it's gonna go down. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So we made a home and shit. Still got me some motherfucking Bel Air. So it's gonna go down. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Now these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I told them sausages and pepperoni. I only see like 1, 2, 3 pepperonis and shit on that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But this is the beginning of a mukbang, you know what I'm saying? Forgot to say rest in peace, Easy E. But we finna go down, you know what I'm saying? Shout out again to Beyond the Harmony, Cecil West, and Jonathan Lippy. You know what I'm saying? All Bone Thugs and Harmony, Mo Thug, all Facebook family, everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna think of a subject to talk about. Boom. Put some hot sauce on my pizza, baby. It sure look good to me. So shit, I don't really know what to talk about, you know what I'm saying? I'm just coming home and all that type of shit. I went to go take a bitch out, to go see a female and shit, right? Now this what threw me off about the motherfucker. She pretty and everything else. So I pop up, you know what I'm saying? With some roses. You know what I'm saying? Just to be like, what's up with it? You know what I'm saying? Woo-woo. And a bottle of Arbor Mist. You know what I'm saying? Just on some real chill shit. She gonna tell me like, oh, this so sweet. You know what I'm saying? But you could have just gave me the money. I don't like flowers. So you know what I did? I said, oh, I'll be right back. Let me go take these back. So I took my roses, motherfucking bottle of Arbor Mist, and went and got me a pizza and brought my fat ass home. You know what I'm saying? These hoes these days, they just money hungry. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, finna get into this pizza. It's fine. It's not as good as the one in the city of Chicago. But you know what I'm saying? This out in the south suburbs, so it'll do for now. Boom. Hey, what Tupac say? I'm drinking liquor and I'm looking for some hoes to fuck. Hey, real nigga shit. My black ass, I ain't even got no motherfucking girlfriend for motherfucking Valentine's Day. I'm out here like a lonely hood rat. Talking about this is gonna be me and my baby. Yo, what's up with it? This the one and only Capone Bone, formerly the Lazy Bones, our mother, Mo Thug, Rufus Records.
Murder one, nigga, me pulling the trigger, me killing me, really me.
Gotta give a shout out to the one and only Beyond the Harmony, Cecil West, and Jonathan Leppy. Hey, we finna get a piece and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We're working on a Mukbang video, so it's gonna go down. Boom. You You know what I'm saying? So we made it home and shit. Still got me some motherfucking Bel Air. So we finna go down. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Now these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I told them sausages and pepperoni. I only see like 1, 2, 3 pepperonis and shit on that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But this is the beginning of a mukbang, you know what I'm saying? Forgot to say rest in peace, Easy E. But we finna go down, you know what I'm saying? Shout out again to Beyond the Harmony, Cecil West and Jonathan Lippy, you know what I'm saying? All Bone Thugs and Harmony, Mo Thug, all Facebook family, everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna think of a subject to talk about. Boom. Put some hot sauce on my pizza, baby. It sure look good to me. So shit, I don't really know what to talk about, you know what I'm saying? I'm just coming home and all that type of shit. I went to go take a bitch out. To go see a female and shit, right? Now this what threw me off about the motherfucker. She pretty and everything else. So I pop up, you know what I'm saying? With some roses. You know what I'm saying? Just to be like, what's up with it? You know what I'm saying? Woo-woo. And a bottle of Arbor Mist. You know what I'm saying? Just on some real trill shit. She gonna tell me like, oh, this so sweet. You know what I'm saying? But you could have just gave me the money. I don't like flowers. So you know what I did? I said, oh, I'll be right back. Let me go take these back. So I took my roses, motherfucking bottle of Arbor Mist, and went and got me a pizza and brought my fat ass home. You know what I'm saying? These hoes these days, they just money hungry. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm finna get into this pizza. It's fine. It's not as good as the one in the city of Chicago. But you know what I'm saying? This out in the south suburbs, so it'll do for now. But anyway, this is just the beginning of a mukbang. What's finna pop off is, I'm finna go to HWA store.
Yeah, Thugs and Harmonies in this mother, and I'm Easy.
Next time I get hungry, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do some seafood. Boom, it's early in the morning. I heard something late at night, you know what I'm saying? Got my boat right there. I guess them deer footprints and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of activity, but you know, it's like 3:30 in the morning. Gotta get the day started, you know what I'm saying? Finna do finish the mukbang video with Beyond the Harmony. Pump this coffee in. So, get started on that, you know what I'm saying? Just in time, you know what I'm saying? So, let me go ahead and hook my shit up real quick. Early morning, the gas station, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to fill up too much on sweets. You know what I'm saying? Because we're finna get some seafood later on today. Gonna go to HWA store. HWA. What Crazy Bone say? Catch me in the alley, baby. Cleveland to Cali, hey. Boom, it's early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? I gotta clean up my room and stuff, but we finna go get the seafood like in the afternoon. It's like 3:30 something right now. Got my fresh coffee. I would post some motherfucking Remy up in there, but it's full, you feel what I'm saying? I usually do Hennessy and Remy, you know what I'm saying? Remy inside my coffee. Hennessy, I'm just waking up, motherfucker. Anyway. Ooh, that's nice and piping hot. So we finna get our thug on though. Like, I hope y'all enjoying the show so far. Yeah. Fresh and rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? In the snow. It's going down. So this is what I want to speak. Damn, I got plastic on my windows. But right now we finna conclude the first episode of Beyond the Harmony, Appetite for Thugging, starring me, your boy Capone Bone, you know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all enjoy it. We finna get it in. God bless you. Get some snacks too, you know what I'm saying? Quick run to the gas station. Get some, maybe I'll try Habanero. Caliente. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, all the Spanish people out there watching. Dios Vendiga. What up, Archie? What else I want? Oh, I need some pop. You know what I'm saying? Do. I don't know, I might try this new squirt. Heart's quenching. And a Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? So we on our way. And a nigga needs some Newport 100s. HWA. Hey, what's good with it? You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm up in Harvey, Illinois. I call this HWA world. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Big Sister Young Ruthless Records, Easy Old Girl Group, Baby Girl, Jazz, and Diva. They own a strip club over there too, you know what I'm saying? But due to the coronavirus and everything else popping off, stuff closed. And this restaurant over here, put the phone up there. This is a seafood spot. It's banging. They got swimming pools, everything popping off over here. But, you know what I'm saying? It's wintertime, so it ain't really like that level. But, I'm gonna go ahead and go order my food real quick so we can go ahead and finish wrap up this appetite for thugging.
Open my strap and blow them brains. Put them on the ground and walked away. Broke to the alley, crook to the game, white niggas are
boom! Alright, so this complete episode 1. You know what I'm saying? I went up there, got a Pookie Man platter from HWA store on Joe Willie's Seafood Bar. So I'm finna show you what I got. Start off with a nice big piece of shrimp. Man, I don't know. I just be trying to eat. Fresh food and chill. Alright, so it's crab legs, lobster. This is my level right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I've been in the streets all day. My hands clean, so. Shrimp, potatoes, corn.
Jeffrey Man, a gangster.
Hey, I'll be back.
Capone Bone, formerly a Lazy Bones Mighty Mo Thug, has a brand new shirt. Available exclusively at shop.beyondtheharmony.com. Part of the brand new Skull and Crossroads Society line. Get it while you can.
I'm gonna finish my old English and some rock and champagne and shit. But you already know it's going down. I gotta eat. I gotta give you some lobster though.
It's the Jeffrey Man, a gangster. Nigga man up in a prankster. Bustin' up at
Yeah. You got to dig in a fucking girl all day.
your brain. If them niggas are up in the grave, I'm the Jeffrey Man, a gangster.
Nigga. I'm eating. I ain't trying that.
I'm the Jeffrey Man, a gangster. Nigga man up in a prankster. Bustin' up at your brain. If them
Dear Mr. Easy E. Shout out to HWA. Ruthless Records all day. Shout out to the fans, Beyond the Harmony, you know what I'm saying, Cecil Weston, Jonathan Leppy. Hey, so that concluded episode 1. Let me know, you know what I'm saying, what y'all want to see me eat next. I'm probably going to get some Mexican food later, you know what I'm saying, but anyway, you know what I'm saying, it's a good pilot so far, so get at me.
Beyond the harmony for the fans, we celebrate. Uploading the videos every Thursday, so join us.
Disclaimer. We are regular guys who love to talk Bone Thugs and Harmony. We do not represent Bone Thugs or any Bone affiliate. We are also not Bone Thugs experts. The views and information you hear in this podcast may be based on personal opinion. Please feel free to leave corrections and clarifying information in the comments. And enjoy.
Beyond the holiday for the fans, we celebrate. Uploading new videos and videos that so join us. Beyond the holiday for the fans, we celebrate. Uploading new videos and videos that so join us. Beyond the holiday for the fans, we celebrate. Uploading new videos and videos that so join us. Beyond the holiday
Kick
for
that
the
shit.
fans, we celebrate. Uploading new videos and videos that so join us.
Let's rock with the doors back, folks. Get in the podcast.
What's up, y'all? It's Cecil West, Beyond the Harmony, beyondtheharmony.com, back again with the one and only.
Lippy.
And the co-hosting, coast to coasting, come up creeper, never sour, always sweeter, ladies and gentlemen.
I am Matthew Weaver.
And this is Beyond the Harmony Live, the undisputed, undefeated #1 Bone Thugs podcast in the world. But tonight, we're doing something special. We are kicking it with our homie Archie Blaine to talk about his big family business, the big arch endeavor, Arch Dogs in Cleveland. So we're all gathered here today to do something a little bit different, something that we haven't done, but I was really excited because if you guys remember, there was a point where we were talking about the Beyond the Harmony network, and I was like, bro, we're going to have all kinds of spin-off shows, you know? Like, we're going to have fucking Bruce Hathcock showing you about haircuts, and we're going to have fucking, Archie showing you about hot dogs, and so it's like, this is kind of like in the line of what I wanted to have happen. So I'm really excited about tonight. We got Archie on standby. I figure we'll kick it for a couple minutes and get him in here and talk about what's going on. Yeah, you guys like that about Lippy, huh? Just so you guys know, Matt and I never know what the fuck his intro is actually going to be.
Bro, hey, the appetite for thugging with Capone there, I think that's one of the top 5. Did we have that nominated when we did the award show?
I think so.
Because that should have won. I don't know. I don't remember what won, but that definitely should have won.
He got an award. Yeah, he got an award. I remember that. Or do you mean like #1?
I'm saying that was there's so much going on. The editing, the storyline, the Capone's performance. There's so many one-liners in that show is so quotable. And then the edits.
I don't think that's the performance, John. I think that was Tuesday.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's an everyday thing.
It happened because Capone and I, especially at this time, we're talking pretty frequently, and we be talking, and he's like, I see, so well, damn, like I gotta get going because I'm fixing to go up in here and fuck up this pile of da-da-da. And I'm like, yo, Capone, if you just started recording some of the shit that you do, man, I'm like, you got your own little show. And you know how Capone talk. He's like, man, you think so? You think on Lil Easy, Ruthless Records, that I really could do something with this on God? And I'm like, yeah, man, send me over the shit. Like, we'll do something. And so it happened. I know I say it all the time, but there's a second episode in the can. It's just,
bro, it's got to happen at some point. I mean, I know the can is very deep down 71. Anyway,
it's crazy,
but
it's marinating.
Yeah,
marinated. Yes. Bro, what was that last? You marinated something for 2 years one time. Oh, it was Capone's. Okay, yeah. No, we got this. Eventually, we'll get to that episode 2. One of the things I thought of when I was watching that was this wouldn't work now in present day, but at the peak of Mo Thugs, had somebody in the TV industry realize like, yo, we should have a reality show in St. Clair and just see that, whatever happens is if there was a St. Clair reality show, even if it was a scripted show, I think people during the peak of the Mo Thug era, like television viewers might have been interested to watch that. I don't know how
If only,
I don't know how
if only
how,
they
how
could
it would
have
fly
called it
now.
something cool like the Sons of Sinclair or something, and
Yeah.
you know that there was just
What was
something.
Harmony House supposed to be? The reality show. Was it Unified?
Was it
Oh,
that, or
yeah,
was that just on
no.
like Flesh and Lazy and something?
Well, I mean, you talking about that reality show that came out with Bone for Life? Like when that
No, for a
kind
little while there was talk that they were going to have a reality show, and I thought it was to
the
capitalize on Flesh coming
Houseboys
home.
is what Joe Tech said.
Maybe that's
I think
maybe
that might
that's
be what you're thinking of, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, Busy has a reality show with Jam TV. Most people don't like. Most Bone fans don't even like are aware. It's like Busy's had a reality show for multiple years. I think Lazy does a reality show. I don't know if it's on the internet. I've never seen it. I've seen clips of it, like the scenes with Little Easy E. I don't know if it's on television. I don't know if it's an internet only thing. Are you guys? I don't even know the name of it. That it's like a lazy reality show.
I'll check it
I
out.
don't know anything
I
about
don't I
that.
don't get enough TV.
It's high quality, dude. Like it's got a real production. Like the microphones are mic'd well, the cameras are done well. I mean, it's not Buffalo Wild Wings level production, but it's pretty good.
Busy
like,
or Lazy or somebody
I
was
knew
going to be
nothing about
on
this.
Because like
one of
Busy's
those
show,
reality shows where like
I wish
for
the
like
Jam
artists that
TV.
aren't in the industry anymore.
I'm sorry, man. I was talking. Say it again.
Busy or Lazy was supposed to be on some reality show where like they bring back artists that aren't in the industry anymore, or like I don't want to say washed out, but that's what they were called on the show. You guys remember that? And like it didn't go through.
Was that? Was that show? Like it wasn't just for music. It was like Jose Canseco was on it, like
Yeah.
celebrity something.
Yeah, it was like insulting, so I didn't even want
Yeah.
to bring it up. But
And who and
So-
and what? How was Bone connected to that?
Busy or Lazy was going to be on it.
They were just gonna be on it as like a guest, not like it was like their. Whatever.
That season, they were going to be one of the famous people.
Oh well, they just got a fucking Hollywood star, so fuck whoever was putting that show together, right?
Yeah, is there a date for that?
I don't know, but it's one of these things that I didn't go when they got their fucking street, and there's a huge part of me really considering like flying out there for that.
I seen somebody wanted my man. I forgot. His name is escaping me, but yeah, it said Beyond the Harmony better be at the Star Walk of Fame.
I think we do, man. We don't have to make 4 days of it. The three of us fly out there. We get there that morning, do the thing, drive through Compton at night. We'll fly out the next day.
Dude, I've already made it out once. I don't know if how many times my card works, but yeah.
I think I've told you, but I was on tour with Juan G. You guys know the Lazy Bone Juan G song. I'm on tour as a kid with Juan G. Big white kid, and I'm just in the back of one of these promo vehicles, and I'm just like everywhere we go, I'm just like, I'm famous now. I'm with the Outlaws. Like I'm famous. R.I.P. Noble, by the way. And they're just like, we're going through Compton, and I'm like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, you should lean down a little bit though. They was like, you should not be. And I was like, really? And they're like, really? And that's when I learned at like 17, I was like, oh boy, you fucking around. I will say, just because I touched on Noble, young Noble passed away. And, when I was on that tour, of all the people connected to that tour and the Outlaws, and you figure this is in 2002, so they're not quite Tupac famous anymore, but it's only 2002. It's like they're still like the motherfucking Outlaws, right? And young Noble was so inviting and nice and very genuine in the conversations, and like really tried to make me feel included. I remember like the time when I met Dave Chappelle on that tour, I was at the mall with Juan G and the Outlaws, and Steve LaBelle was there, and Young Noble. Like, he made sure like I felt connected to the whole tour. Like, he kept, yo, come over here, man, come on. So, you know, R.I.P. to Young Noble. He was a very nice, genuine dude that really had an impact on my life. Edie Amin was very cool too, but Young Noble like really tried to make me feel included, which was dope. So R.I.P.
awesome.
to Young Noble. It's very sad to see when you look at the list of the members of the Outlaws, how many of them have passed away. It's very sad, and it makes me realize how fortunate that we are to be this deep into Bone Thugs culture and to be blessed the way we are. So
Yeah,
you know.
That's a great story, Cecil. It's an honor.
Yeah, really, really cool. I got a really cool picture of me and a couple pictures actually of me and the Outlaws from that tour. So,
wow.
Yeah, man. So, but tonight we're gonna do when I actually pre-gamed with Archie a little bit, and he's actually got some music stuff he wants to talk about. So there was I was like, we're gonna completely go food, but I was like, hey, I asked him, and he said, man, Cecil, lead the way, but I got a little music stuff to talk about too. So, we'll send the invite to Arch, and who knows, maybe we'll even get some people on. Who knows what we're gonna do, but we're gonna get Arch in here. Let me see if I can get him in real quick.
While you're punching him.
Might have him.
Hello?
Archie.
Hello?
Hey, Arch, can you hear us?
What's up? Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Oh, what's up, Archie? How are you, bro?
What's up,
Man,
man?
I'm real good. Everything good over here. How y'all doing over there?
We're good, man. We're live with all the fans. They're all tuned in right now. They know that we're directly tuned in at Arch Dogs, and they're ready, man. They're ready.
Yeah, Arch Dogs, man, right here on 15706 Waterloo. This where everything going down there, man. Hot dogs, everything from hamburgers, chicken wings, trying to get y'all a good look of it.
Yeah, I remember when you just had the cart still, and you and I were talking, and you were telling me that a spot was coming. And actually, I think, if I remember correctly, I don't think that it had opened yet, and that's where we did the Two True episode, right? Was at Arch Dogs, and it just hadn't opened?
Yeah, yep. This was, I had at that time. It wasn't as many names on here like it is now, but
Recording in progress.
as you can see, all the names on here now. Like, I got Soldier Boy came up here.
Oh, so these are all people that have come through and blessed the spot.
Oh yeah, these are all the people that got Jazz, you got Brina, got everybody.
Oh,
man.
you got the Mo Thug plaque on the wall.
Oh yeah, you got to have that.
Oh yeah.
You got to have that. It's doing good though, man. It's doing real good. And I'm trying to get it bigger, trying to get a new location.
Oh, you're already looking to upgrade.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to get it going. You know what I mean? Got the studio in the back.
So how long have you been there now, Arch?
This is my first full year.
Yeah, so about a year.
This is my first full year.
And is it all just pickup, or do you have a seated area for people too, or is it just a pickup?
Oh yeah. I got the seated area in here.
Yeah.
For hot dogs, it don't take many people to come in and eat them, eat them and go. And then I got the sitting area out here.
But you said you're already looking to upgrade. You looking for something bigger, like for more seating, or just a bigger kitchen? What you thinking?
Yeah, I'm looking for something for more seating. Try to do a little bit more with. Right now, this is just temporary, like you said. Come and grab it and go. But reach down, about to start to have it so people can sit down and eat. Our menu is upgraded, and we starting to do a little bit like hamburgers, chicken wings, and potato bowls, and a little bit of everything. You know what I mean?
Now, it looks like I still see you though. You still out there in the cart too, right? So you'll have the restaurant open, and you're still out there pushing the cart.
Oh yeah, that's my baby right there. I ain't gonna never let the cart go. cart where it all started at. You know what I mean?
You like being in the cart more than being in the kitchen, or what?
Oh hell yeah, man!
Yeah.
I keep the cart everywhere I go.
You go to a lot of like just the same places with the cart, or you go all over?
I go anywhere I see a crowd of people. That's where I'm gonna go ahead. I'll take the cart to.
Bro, what we got to do is that great idea here is, how when people show up in Cleveland, somebody pointed this out in the comments, people want to take a picture at the St. Clair sign, or the East 99 sign, but now people got to take a picture at Arch Dogs. Anytime people show up in Cleveland, you got to go to Arch Dogs and take a picture in front of the store, in front of the restaurant.
And when they come, they're going to get a free hot dog.
Uh-oh.
Hot dog on me.
You got to tell Arch you're from Beyond the Harmony. Yeah.
That's all you got to say. Behind the Harmony, you got a hot dog on me.
So
a hot dog in the signature.
Something I've been trying to figure out, because now Arch, I've had you on the show quite a few times. We had the interview with just you. We did the Too True thing, and it's like, so I know how deep the music and production and everything runs for you, and how long you've been doing it. But when did you get into like food? Like when did that become like a real interest for you? That and more than just cooking, that you felt like you wanted to cook for other people and stuff like that?
Actually, after I got the kidney transplant, that's when I really started getting deep into it. You know what I mean? Because I said, man, I can't do all the running I used to do. I can't stay in the streets all your life. So I said, man, I'm gonna start doing something. Hot dogs is like my favorite food. Anywhere you go, you can find a good chili dog. You know what I mean? So once I sat back, I looked into a hot dog cart, and I ain't looked back since.
How long were you doing the hot dog cart before you actually got the building open? You were doing that for a little bit.
I've been doing the hot dog cart for 8 years. I started that in 2018.
Wow.
Yep, 2018. I started off with one hot dog cart and then went up to like 6 hot dog carts.
Really?
And then, oh yeah. Had them all over Cleveland, man. Even on St. Clair.
You still have that many carts too?
Yeah, I still got that many carts. I just don't put them all out now because it's hard to find a lot of people to work with.
To help, yeah.
Yeah, but I still I partnership with a guy named Jack from Lucky Dog. I also mess around with a guy named Lee. He got one called Lee Lucky Dog. So we all come together, and do hot dogs. We all over the city of Cleveland.
So you got the carts, you got the spot. You're looking for the bigger spot now.
Yeah.
Archie mostly likes to be in the cart. So when Archie's in the cart, who's in the kitchen back at the spot then?
Oh, that's my wife. She's back here now. Yeah.
So it's a family business. I knew we were gonna get into this. I was like, behind Big Arch Dog, we know.
You see my wife, she in the kitchen. Kelly, say hi. She back there cooking the chili right now, cooking the onion sauce. Everything is made homemade. You know what I mean?
So some of the questions in the chat right now is people want to know, like, what's the startup cost for like a young entrepreneur getting into like a hot dog cart or something like that? Like, was it real expensive business for you to get into?
No, it wasn't expensive at all. Matter of fact, it took probably about $3,000 total, because you could find a little hot dog cart for like $1,500, and then you figure the license and the fees, that's another $1,000. But the hard part is staying consistent. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you make your own money and you actually working for it, sometimes people be like, "Nah, man, this ain't what I want to do." But once you stay consistent, that money is just as good as street money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's every day, right? It's like you got to get in there and get it every day. If you don't, people will just be on to the next hot dog spot.
Well, actually, I stay with Monday through Sunday. I mean, Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I don't open on Sundays. I only
Sunday
go out
off.
on Sunday, you got to give the day to God. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You got to give that day to Him.
Yeah. So you said also at Arch Dogs, you got like a little studio going on, or?
Oh yeah, I'm building a studio in the back up here. Right now I'm working with Eric Wilson from Cleveland. We got some things going on. We're gonna do another album on jazz, if that's what as soon as possible.
Oh, so you think Jazz is gonna come do some more music?
Oh, I don't think it. I don't have to think. This is this is Eric Wilson right here. This is my man Eric Wilson, and he the one who he got production company called Scratch Master, and that's what we gonna combine and do some things together and try to do a track on jazz. I mean, do an album on jazz.
So we got jazz. Brina's still out, right? We got no chance.
I'm a beggar, man. I'm a beggar, but
Hey, you just gotta try hard with Brina because you saw there in Two True. She's like, nah, I'm not doing that interview, Arch, and then she called us like 4 times. So
I think it's gonna work out though. I think things gonna work out.
But you just gotta send her that track, Arch, that's got the opening. Go, man, Brina, you know what would sound good right here.
Yeah, she ain't gonna want to stay away from it, but Brina, she just doing her private thing now. But I'm quite sure once you talk to her, she's gonna be involved in something.
I mean, you could have a little rack inside that waiting room there with CDs for sale too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put like all kind of merchandise in here. I was actually trying to get Bone them up here to try to come up here and eat a hot dog, but that's hard to do.
Hey, who knows? We might have to have the chat let Bone know that we need to get a couple of them over at Archie's for an Arch dog. No.
Yeah. I got right across the street here. It's a company called Beachland. That's a concert place. So maybe one day we can try to get everybody together to do a little concert in that place. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Do an old motor reunion in there or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be the dream right there. So
yeah, I talked to like Cian and all of them. Cian he moving back to Cleveland, so it might be a lot of possibility for a lot of things to happen.
Yeah. I still keep in touch with a lot of them. I talked to Sid not too long ago. I talked to Mohart not long ago. I talked to Boogie not too long ago.
Yeah, I see all them boys too.
Yeah.
I just don't see them. I don't see them that often. But every name you say it, I see most of the time.
So it'd be lovely to get you on the road.
I'm gonna try to get them all up here to the hot dog. Try to eat a hot dog with me.
Yeah.
Every time I get one of them up here, I'm gonna take a picture with them and send it to y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah. So I know you said your wife's in there. I knew that it was the husband wife duo. Is there anybody else in the family that's also working with you?
Yeah. My kids. I got my daughter. She runs the front part. My son he operates the hot dog cart. He's the CEO of the hot dog carts. I even got my grandson. He from Georgia, but when he come to Cleveland, he do hot dog carts too. And that's perfectly what I'm trying to do is find another hot dog company I can start in Georgia. So my grandson he can start running it from Georgia.
Now I know in there you guys do a lot of hot dogs, but you do some other stuff besides hot dogs too, right?
Oh yeah, we do. Let me get the meat. Let me show you the menu. Yeah, we do a little of everything. We got the Arch dog.
The Arch dog.
Yeah, the Arch dog. That's our favorite. We got the footlongs, the Italian sausage, hot tamales, of course, hot dogs. Then we got like loaded nachos, wings, potato bowls, hamburgers. We got a little everything. You know what I mean? We got fresh lemonade. She makes fresh lemonade from scratch. And we also got like cakes and pies and ice cream. We doing a little everything.
When you get to a bigger spot, like are you trying to do like other food as well, or are you kind of trying to keep it at this menu and just have more seating options? Like, why are you guys looking to move to another spot?
Well, no, I'm gonna keep the same menu. I'm keep the same idea, hot dog, because the idea is that to be able to come in and get something fast. You know what I mean? It don't take 20 minutes to make a hot dog. It only takes 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes to make a hot dog. So that's why I'm trying to get, people to come in and get quick hot dogs, keep going about their business. You know what I mean? Something quick and fast. And if they want to sit down and eat, they could buy 2 or 3 hot dogs.
Our friends over at Beatbox LLC, they want to know if these are all recipes that you created or are they passed down in your family? Like, how did you guys start to come up with the menu and the different combinations?
No, everything is with me and my wife made up. My family never was into a restaurant business. This is the first one in my family. This is the first thing we ever did in my family. So it was just really just, sitting back and just coming up with ideas and making them. My wife, that's her passion, cooking. As you can tell, I used to be 260 something pounds, so that's her passion, cooking. So now we just spreading it out to everybody.
Did you ever do anything back in the day, like when you were producing? Like, did anybody know that Archie could chef it up back then, or was that kind of like after the Mo Thug stuff?
Yeah, that was after the Mo Thug stuff.
Yeah.
I cooked it. I was chefing it, but not like this.
Yeah. What do you think for you? I mean, I know how much you love producing, and I know how much music is meant to you. Like, has it been like? Which one do you think like you like more, or is it kind of like not comparable? Like, are they both their own thing? Like, because now you got these two major things that make up Archie Blaine.
Yeah. It's they separate. You know what I mean? Because music, I'm never gonna stop doing music, and food. That's a passion. Actually, it's a passion of my wife. I just like the money part of it. But that producing, that's my heart. You know what I mean?
So
that's something I don't think I never stop producing.
So is it kind of like was it like how did you it sounds like your wife was really into the food part, right? So how did you guys decide to do the cart and Arch Dog, and like how did that all initially come together that you're like, oh, we're gonna get this hot dog cart and name it Arch Dog?
I mean, okay, so back during the Mo Thug days, after it was all over, I was still, doing things in the street. So a guy owed me a couple of dollars and he couldn't give me a couple of dollars, so he gave me a hot dog cart. So when I got the hot dog cart, I brought it to the house. And I actually put it in my garage for like 2 years. And then my wife was like, you gotta get this hot dog cart out my garage. Well, I'm gonna sit on the street. And I'm like, sit on the street? You ain't gonna sit on a hot dog cart on the street. I said, I'm gonna go see what I could do with it. So I took it out and I met my guy Jack. He got a company called Lucky Dog. And he showed me how to use that cart. He showed me how to make money with it. Then once I, got a hold to it, my wife actually was the first person to sell a hot dog off of it because I couldn't sell no hot dog off of it. It was like I was begging, you know what I mean? So my wife, she got out there and she sold the first hot dog. When I saw her sell that first hot dog, that's when I was like, oh yeah, I could do this. You know what I mean? I told her, move out the way. Let me go ahead and do this. And that's what happened. I started selling hot dogs.
Is that around the time? How'd y'all end up calling it Arch Dogs, or was that just kind of assumed you were gonna do it? Like, how'd you guys decide to name it that?
After I sold that one hot dog, I said this is gonna be Arch Dogs, and we laughed at first. It was funny, but it stuck. Arch Dog. We just kept it going. Then I got a brother. He did my logo for me. He made the dog with the hot dog in the mouth, and he just ran with it from there.
There's a lot of people showing love right now in the comments. Even our boy Ricky, all the way from Australia, showing love. Mark Scott says that he's coming to the land soon. Yeah, and Mark says he's coming to the land soon. When he gets there, he's gonna stop in there. Our boy Frank that lives out there, he says he's gonna be stopping out soon. So he actually lives in Cleveland. So there you go, Frank. You got to make sure when you're at Arch Dog that you mentioned Beyond the Harmony, man, that you pulled up because of that. We haven't seen you, Frank, in a while. Shout out to our boy Frank, DNA Level C.
Tell anybody that come to Arch Dog and they mention Beyond the Harmony, they get a free hot dog on me. And I sign the paper.
There you go, Frank. There you go, man. Florida Boy wants to know, what kind of toppings do you put on the loaded nachos?
The loaded nachos? Man, what's your toppings for your loaded nachos? I know it, but I like her stuff. Hey, babe, what's your toppings for your loaded nachos?
Taco meat.
It's taco meat, nacho cheese, lettuce, green onions, tomato, and jalapeno, fresh jalapeno,
Sour cream and
sour cream, and taco sauce.
Is there anything at like Arch Dogs that you feel like, yeah, you know,
Hey, man, show them that. Show them that foot long. This is our foot long. It's the paper movie. Move the paper. This is our foot longs right here.
ooh,
Quarter pound. Hold up. Yeah, there you go. Quarter pound foot long.
damn. Is that the one that the Arch Dog? Is that the one you do the Arch Dog with?
No, this ain't the arch dog. This is just the quarter pound foot long. The arch dog come with bacon, cheese, onions, chili, shredded cheese, and mustard.
And what do you think it is like?
Matter of fact, she finna make one of them too. I'll show you how that look too. But the arch dog is our number one seller though. That's everybody that come to Cleveland. That's what they come and get, the arch dog.
And would you say that's the thing? Like, if someone's in Cleveland and they're looking up hot dogs and all kinds of hot dog spots pop up, like, what's the thing that you think sets Arch Dogs separate? Like, why they should come to Arch Dogs instead?
Well, first of all, from what they say, I'm number 3 in Cleveland as far as chili dogs.
Let's
but my
go.
post boys got to be number 1. You know what I mean? We had a couple of people come through and do a little food create thing. And we got all good ratings on our food. It's made fresh. Everything made fresh. It's made on point, on spot. So if you come order a hot dog, it ain't already wrapped up and made. We make it as soon as you order it. So yeah, that's probably what set us aside. You get your meal in at least 2 minutes, 3 minutes after you order it.
And you stay open through the winter and stuff as well, Archie?
Oh yeah, I stay open all year round. I gotta make something to pay for that studio time.
Yeah. Do you guys are you guys on like Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff?
No, I used to be on all them platforms, but I got off of it because when you eat a hot dog is meant to eat within the first 2-3 minutes of serving. So if you trying to deliver a hot dog, by the time you get to the person, it's cold. You know what I'm saying?
And a chili dog would be all fucked up after 20 minutes.
So I said, no, I'm not going to do that no more. If you want a hot dog from Arch Dog, come in and get it, and you eat it fresh. And then that way, we ain't got to worry about whether it was fresh, whether it was hot, none of that. There y'all go. This is the foot-long chili dog.
Wow. Y'all guys in the chat, see that? Let's fill the chat up with all those hot dog emojis, man. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
How much is something like that, Arch? If somebody was to come in and order that, how much is that?
This is $10 right here.
Oh, that's cheap.
Time.
Yeah, that's cheap.
And if you can eat that right there with an order of fries in the pot, you're a bad person.
How's the support been from like the community and the business around you and the people? And
the support been great. This is my old neighborhood. So the support is excellent. It's a mixed neighborhood, white, black. A little bit of everybody. So it ain't like it's just a one demographic kind of place. Everybody come in and get hot dogs.
Yeah. Is there anything that's not on the menu yet that you're looking to add to the menu in the future?
No, not really. I mean, I was thinking about going into ribs and stuff like that, but then I said, no, I'm gonna just keep it simple. You know what I mean? Just keep it simple, keep it with the hot dogs, and that'll keep me freed up. Because if I go into anything deeper than that, it's gonna take up most of my time.
Yeah.
And then that's gonna take me out the studio, and I don't want to get out the studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, that's cool, man. I mean, so there's something to be said about keeping it simple, keep a menu that people know, and, that's what it is. You get yourself a staple item like the Arch Dog, something that makes people keep coming back. And,
right.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So we had mentioned, the bigger location and everything. So like, as far as like the bigger location, what was the main reason why you were looking to go to the bigger location? Like just a bigger kitchen or like bigger seating area?
Bigger kitchen, bigger seating area. More people. I could attract more people to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because right now this is like a smaller place.
Right.
So you can't pull a lot of like if it's a festival or something. This place is whole field.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want something bigger where I could, I have a lot of people sitting like Happy Days.
Right.
I don't know if y'all old enough to know Happy Days.
Of course.
But that's what I want, a restaurant like Happy Days.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you looking for that same like area, or how far from like this area would you go?
Well, I want to go on the other side of town because right now I'm good on the east side, so I probably want to go on the west side and start doing it on the west side. But me and my wife was talking here, and we thinking about like moving out to Texas and Georgia and starting something up in Texas or Georgia.
Damn, Archie leaving Cleveland. That's a crazy thought.
Okay, here goes. I'm about to show you how the arch dog.
Okay, let's go.
This the arch dog.
Oh, that's crazy. How much is that when they come in?
The arch dog is $7.99.
Wow, that's a lot for $8.
Yeah, that's got the bacon, the cheese, the onions, the chili, on an all beef quarter-pound Polish board.
Hey, that's the Arch Dog, y'all. If you guys are in Cleveland, you got to pull up, order yourself the Arch Dog. That's like, for all our listeners, like that's a crazy thing. If you were able to pull up on Archie Blaine's spot, get the Arch Dog. We gonna have to get Archie to do something special, like a 2 True Dog or something.
Yeah, that's already the matrix.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
Already,
I love it.
We gonna. Matter of fact, I'm gonna release that when we release Jazz album.
I love it. Yeah, wow. Look at the difference. That other hot dog, man, that's big enough for 3 people to eat right there.
Let me introduce y'all to this one of my friends right here, my co-producer, this Eric Wilson. Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up, bro? Oh, he just dropped it right on him. He gave him the headphones. There we go.
What's going on?
Co-producing with Archie Blaine, man. How long have you been a producer?
40 years.
40 years in the game. So how did you and Archie get connected?
I used to be signed with Mo Thug myself. I used to produce different Mo Thug artists.
Really?
So I was always familiar with him. But back when I was doing it, he had already slid out of that situation. So over time, just through the passing of being at different events in Cleveland that we both supposed to be at, we ended up having conversations. I think I did a show because I'm a rapper too. I do beats and I rap. So I think I did a show for him at a showcase we did back in the day. And ever since then, we just stayed in touch. And this was the perfect situation for us to actually collaborate with this new project.
What name were you rapping or producing under?
Eric Wilson.
Is there anything that you did that we might be familiar with as far as anything that you've produced or anything?
Oh yeah, we put out 2 compilation albums with Flesh and Bone and Lazy Bone. One is called From Cleveland to Cali.
Bro.
And the other one is
Bro, stop it.
And the other one is called Day 2 Independence.
Stop it. You don't understand, bro. Like, for the collectors, for the bone collectors, okay, that Cleveland to Cali is like a fucking relic, and people pay stupid money to get their hands on a real copy of that. That is like a legendary thing. That's crazy.
I produced all over that project.
That's crazy. Yeah, fans go crazy for that to this day, from Cleveland to Cali.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's dope.
And I rap on that. My group was called Bar None. So
yeah,
I was
man.
in the group.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my group, and I did all the beats.
There you go. Oh, the chat is lighting up for that. They love that.
Yeah.
That's a classic, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire. So what's the plan with Archie? Like, what do you guys think that you guys are gonna do together as far as moving forward? What you're gonna work on?
The plan right now is 2 True with Jazz and Brandon. So we're gonna do a project on them, put our heads together, which is a confluence in this case, and knock some shit out the park and get the world back knowing that they never really stopped flowing.
Ooh, it's gonna be hard to get Brina involved, man. Jazz is always down, but Brina's gonna take some work, bro.
Yeah, I think Archie know what he's doing as far as getting that fire going again. So I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, if anybody could do it, Arch could get her on, man. Hey, that's
For
crazy.
sure.
I look forward to what you're gonna do with him. It's an honor to have you on, and we should get you on for your own.
Thank you.
We should get you on for your own interview, man. We should get you on, and you should come through and tell us about
Yeah.
everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got projects and everything dropping all over the place. So yeah, I'll let it come back and chop it up with y'all.
Yeah, man. Hey, have Archie get you with me, man, because we should get you on, do an interview with you, talk Cleveland and Cali
Yeah.
and Barnett. We should go over all that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And if you want to hear what I'm doing right now, I got a few projects out. My first solo album was called The Warm Up, came out in 2006. My second album was called My Dolo, actually came out in 2018. And I got a current project that's kind of halfway released with like 7 of the songs already streaming on all platforms. The name of the project is called The Confluence. So you can find that at www.scratchpaper.bandcamp.com, The Confluence. And check that out. They got some Mo Thug artists on there, some legends on there in Cleveland, and 22 songs for Hot Fire.
We got John right now putting all the information in the chat, including the link to his Bandcamp. So y'all make sure you jump on the Bandcamp, show him some love, and we're gonna get him back on. We're gonna get you back on, Eric. We're gonna get you back on. We're gonna talk about some stuff. So make sure Archie gets you linked up with us.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Hell
Let me hand it back over to Arch.
Let's go.
Nice to meet you, Eric.
That was fire.
What you want?
Arch, I didn't know you was gonna be bringing on special guests that all the chat was gonna know.
But this the chili dog right here. Chili dog with cheese.
Just
want y'all to see that too.
Byron wants to know if the studio's set up enough that we can get a glimpse at what you got going on in the studio.
Not at this one right here, but at the other one, yes, it's fully set up. But this is just my hot dog location right here. I ain't finished with the studio here yet.
There you go, Byron. There's your answer. So probably next time we have
Tell
Archie on.
them it's a home studio. You know, they got processor monitor studios, the Mac computer. I do a lot of tracks off of MPC software. You know, it's gonna be something.
Yeah. Seems like Eric thinks we gonna get both members of Too True. He seemed very confident that we getting both of them. He was.
You know me, man. I don't like to say nothing.
He was very positive that we gonna get them both. So we'll see. The whole chat was excited.
Yeah, he really confident, man. But like I said, Brenda, man, she's very, she's very private. But once she feels something, that's when she get involved. You know what I mean?
Arch, they want to know in the chat if there's a place where you're gonna be selling any Arch Dog merchandise or anything like that.
Yeah, I be selling it right out of my restaurant, right out of Arch Dog, and I deliver it, I mail it out to you, I do all that. As a matter of fact, these t-shirts, I got these, I got the caps, I got the baseball caps, I got everything. My daughter and my daughter's friend, they all make in-house. All this is getting made in-house.
If somebody wanted to get one and have it like shipped to them, would they just be able to message you on like Instagram, or how would they go about being able to get themselves one?
Yeah, they can just message me. And once they message me, I can give them the address where they can or they can just cash at me, and I can just get their address and I ship them to them.
We gonna have to do a little collaboration. Beyond the Harmony Arch Dog collaboration too. We'll throw that on our store.
Man. You already know we can make anything happen.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
anything can happen.
I love every time we have Arch on.
Dad's supposed to pull it up, but she got to cook and do things like that. But she was just here earlier, but she had to run for a minute. But she said she was gonna come back.
Oh, yeah.
By the time y'all finish, she'll pop up.
She knew you was coming on the show. She was probably like, I got to get out of here before Cecil West be bugging me. I was just poor Jazz. I just sent Jazz old Mo Thug picture, and I'm like, oh, hey, Mama Jazz, I hate to bother you again, but could you just take the time out of your day and tell me who everybody is in this picture? And of course, it's Jazz, so she's more than happy to take care of me. But
yeah, she gonna clown. She gonna clown, but she don't mind.
She's like, let me get the hell out of here before Cecil West be bugging me about who the fuck knows what. Let me see. Ask Archie. They want to know. Ask Archie. can we help uncover the unheard Faces of Death era DAT tapes in his garage so we can make an episode out of it? Man, they still want all that shit that you're sitting on, Arch.
Hey, actually, even in my garage no more. I pulled it out the garage and put it in my basement. I got it here in my restaurant in my basement.
There you go.
But y'all don't want to hear that, man. There's a lot of things better coming.
Let's see. Let me just stop it to show love. Eli Green showing love. He's saying love to Archie. To make it, there needs to be a scoop. Yeah, Joe. The first Beyond the Harmony person that goes into Archie's, you know, you got to make sure you get there. You take a picture at Archie's. You know, sign the wall from Beyond the Harmony if you go to Archie's, and if you take a picture at Archie's, we're gonna send you a Beyond the Harmony shirt too for going to Archie's.
There you go. And make sure you sign the wall because it's gonna be your name gonna go down in history.
Yeah. So you said you had Soldier Boy up in there. Of course, you've had Jazz and Brina up in there.
Jazz, Brina, K Chill. You know K Chill come every other day.
K Chill. We love K Chill.
Matter of fact, K Chill was supposed to be here today too. Eric Wilson, the same guy, he produced K Chill. He's producing K Chill's new album right now. So there's a lot of stuff going to come out from the old days that you know a lot of people can upgrade to.
Bro, you know what's so crazy, Arch, is we helped light a fire in the K Chill's ass, man. K Chill wasn't, you know, we had K Chill, and you know, I think I've told you, but that was part of the reason Beyond the Harmony got made was I'm flipping through the old Faces of Death. And of course, there's names in there that I know. I know Bone. I know Archie Blaine. But I'm like, they keep this Archie or this K Chill guy. Who the fuck is this K Chill guy they keep talking about? You know. And so we seek out to find K Chill, and it took me You asked John. It took me a couple weeks, and I finally get K Chill contact, and then it was a couple years before we even interviewed K Chill for real. And I know.
Y'all guys though, man. We look. I told him about the interview. He said he was gonna try to make it.
Yeah,
he's so busy, man. That dude, you know, he do so much construction now. You know, so much work and
he's back in music.
In the studio, he doing construction. He got kids. You know, K Chill, man. That dude's amazing, man. But you know, you gonna hear some good stuff from him too. I heard some stuff from some new stuff coming up with him. Man, it's fire. You know what I mean? Fire.
Yeah, K Chill, man. That's a guy that can rap. That don't matter if he's 19 years old, 29 years old, 49 years old. That's a rapper's rapper right there.
Yeah, he do it so smooth, man. You know, you gotta wonder if he's rapping and talking.
You got anybody like newer, younger that you're working with or that you're trying to work with?
I got some people that I'm trying to work with right now. I don't want to really say their name yet because I want to really lock it in.
Yeah.
People start jumping on right after you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got a couple of young cats coming up. But the first thing I want to concentrate on is this jazz project. You know, because you know it's something that I wanted to do a long time ago after I did Brina's project. So now I got an opportunity to do it. I got a fresh head with me. So you know we're gonna concentrate on that. Then I'm gonna introduce this little young cat that I'm trying to work with now. I mean, he fired too, man.
I gotta send you. I don't know if I ever sent it to you, but last season we ended the season with having Sin back on. Okay, so we hadn't interviewed Sin in a few years.
Called me too.
Yeah,
he just called me like a month ago.
He had done a new song. We premiered a new song that he did. What's crazy is T-Rock's nephew sent him a beat and said, this sounds like something that my uncle would have made. So T-Rock's nephew sends him a beat, and Sin goes, this does sound like some Tombstone shit. So he did a song over John. What's the song called?
Talking about Archon?
Yeah, Archon. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to send you that, Archie, because it sounds like some old school like Graveyard Shift shit. Like I was like, wow, Sin has still got the ability to just sound like Graveyard Shift.
Well, Sid just gave me a call not even a month ago, and me and him talking too about getting. It's not even a talk. I know for a fact we're gonna get in the studio and do some things with him also.
I love that.
He just reached out to me. Man, that's amazing that you even said that. Yeah, he just reached out to me a month ago, saying he trying to find some somewhere to move to in Cleveland, and then we're gonna get in the studio and do a couple of tracks.
I've been saying we're gonna upload Archon since the Sin interview. I guess John, I got to make sure I upload Archon so I can send it over to Archie because he's got to hear how Sin's still in his bag, man. It doesn't matter how long it's been.
But the world, man, the world needs that sound though, man. That sound, it's been gone since that Motel. You know what I mean?
How do you?
Archie, I got a question too. And I might have asked you this already, but I don't remember what the answer is. On Invitation to a Gunfight, which was on the compilation CD you sent Cecil and I.
Yeah,
I think it was all an instrumental, but
I've asked him this.
I did ask.
No, I've asked him. I'm like, give me the fucking song, Archie. Give me the fucking song.
I ain't never played the lyrics to y'all today.
No. All we did was talk about it. It was the instrumental, and you know that song has so much like a lore to it because of course you told us the whole thing how it it's about the bone shit and Redline and all and the problems and
Red Zone. It was a dude. It was some dudes called Red Zone.
Red Zone, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll never forget that. That was and Lazy said something to me about that because he for some reason thought that I thought he owed me because of that day. I told him, man, no, you don't owe me because of that day, man. That was how we was feeling. We all was feeling like that. You know what I mean?
Because they didn't fuck with Bone, right? Like they fucked with Too True, but they didn't like Bone, the Red Zone guys, right?
Yeah. The dudes didn't like Bone. It had to be something personal or something, but they didn't want Bone to perform at the club that night. But Bone and Too True, they was doing songs together at that time. You know what I mean? So I'm like, no, if Too True going on, Bone going on. That's how they been doing. They've been doing their thing. So dude, like, no, we don't want them. We just want the girls to go. I said, all right, that's what's up. So when they went on, I told Bone to do their backup to them on the stage. So when they did, the dudes grabbed me and they literally picked me up and threw me off the club. and ever since then, that's when we sat down and came up with me, Thoroughbred, Mr. Thoroughbred, Jazz and Brittany. That's when we came up with that song, Invitation to a Gunfight.
Yeah, man, that's been something that Bone fans have talked about. I mean, John, you could go back, I'm talking, 20 years and find those old Angel Fire websites that talk about Invitation to a Gunfight. And no one's ever heard of it. We ain't never heard it.
I got that one. Man, listen, one day when I get in the studio with E, I'm going to download that song. I got it on my computer right here in my restaurant right now. Man, that song is like the best song ever made to this day.
We ain't never heard
that
it.
Song, like,
just the instrumental.
The instrumental alone made people want to hear it. But the lyrics is way better than the instrumental. The lyrics is cold. The lyrics is deep. It cut. You know what I mean? It really meant something.
Did you know Southpaw? Was there a group called Southpaw? I remember seeing a flyer that K Chill had of like the Stony Burke and the Jam It recordings.
Them boys were good. They was more on the East Coast vibe. They both was left hand guys, so that's why they called themselves Southpaw. But they had lyrics, man. Them guys was hot. They were really like hot coming out of Cleveland because Cleveland more was like a West Coast sound, Midwest, But these guys, they was like on the East Coast vibe, and wasn't nobody else in Cleveland on that vibe. You know what I mean? So it was hot, man. Them guys, that was a hot album. That Southpaw album, I always thought that album was like number one to me.
Yeah, same here. I listened to it on somebody uploaded it.
Out of that camp, coming out of that Stony Burke camp, that was like to me that was a hot album. And Zilla. I don't know what he called his dog. His real name is Raybone, but I think his album was called something about Mama Cry or something.
Saddest Day. I think Draybone, My Saddest Day. I think.
See, to me, that was like some of the coldest albums back in that time. You know what I mean? Because they never got that play. They never got that chance.
It's crazy because he wasn't like a Bone guy, but like I know they like. Meaning, like, he wasn't in, like, Bone Thugs or anything, but they showed him love. Even during Creeping on a Come Up, they were shouting out Draybone and shit. He was on Stony Burke, like...
Yeah, Draybone was Bone before Bone was Bone. It was I knew Dre Bone since he was like 16 years old. He was Dre Bone then. He changed his name after Bone became Bone Thugs and Harmony. Then Dre Bone changed his name to Dogzilla. So to this day, that's what he called himself, Dogzilla.
Another group too that, and you and I may have talked about this before. I don't know. I've done so many interviews, but you know, Brothers for the Struggle. I know that there's like there's a lot of history there. Even like, you know, they had that song, The Devil Came to Cleveland, and I think same sample as like Hell Sent or something. It's like there's a lot, and Bobby Jones was involved on both sides of that.
Yes, Bobby Jones, man, excellent guy, man. Bobby Jones was an excellent guy. He, Brothers for the Struggle was like the number one group in Cleveland at that time because they had a good promotion. You know, they had great songs like Ready Rock and, you know, like you say, Devil Came to Cleveland. Man, they had some hot songs. You know, Ready Rock was like the number one anthem in Cleveland. You know what I mean? They played Ready Rock, everybody go crazy. So, and I did a couple of songs on the Crying Game album. That was with Pratt from Brothers for the Struggle. That's was under Solar Records. So if you ever get a chance to hear that, it was called The Crying Game. That's one of the songs I did at Tocon. Those was a couple of songs I did with Brothers for the Struggle.
Huh. And what about Built to Last? I see BTL
in this old that's another hot group. Matter of fact, one of them guys, B, you know, he a good friend of mine. He live in New York now. He doing a lot of things in New York. You know, them boys was hot back into Bees and Blob. That was their name, Bees and Blob. Them boys was, man, hot. Man, I'm telling you, there was a lot of hot artists back in them days.
One of the mystery albums, I don't know if you know about it. It's called Presence of Darkness. I think Sin had something to do with it. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, Sin did a little.
No, I never heard that.
Yeah, that was a little bit after Mo Thug, and I think he was doing a little bit with it. I think people thought he was gonna be in the group, but I think he was just featuring or something on it.
I never heard of that.
What? Sorry, Cecil. There was one more I wanted to ask about and I was surprised how many people online knew about them. It's called Midwest Mafia.
Oh,
I think they performed at a show with the one that Ken Dog had hosted. Did you ever cross paths or do any music with them?
Midwest Mafia and Built to Last, they actually was the two of the same people. You know what I mean? Because Midwest Mafia, that's Blob, that's Greedy Blob and E-Love. And I still see E-Love to this day. You know, he a security guard down at a police officer at Cleveland Clinic. So yeah, them boys was hot back in them days too. Midwest Mafia, but they all came from the same era, the same group really.
Yeah, I know there's an old Midwest Mafia song that has like Flesh and Bone on it or something. And now if you were to try to buy that, like the actual hard copy CD of that Midwest Mafia album, like when you do that on eBay, that thing sells for a couple $100. Like there's all these like old Cleveland like relics that if you try to buy them now, like they're like collector's items almost, like to people.
Yeah, Cleveland was actually becoming another Atlanta back in them days. You know, I don't know what really happened to the drive of it, but back in them days, it was starting to, like when Levert them, you know, starting up with the R&B, you know, Bone them starting up with the rap. That started up a movement back in them days. But now it's, you know, things ain't like they used to be here in Cleveland. You know, you got a lot of artists, a lot of new artists, but you know, it's just a different way they promote themselves now. You know what I mean?
What do you think back then stopped like these other acts from getting on? Because, you know, we know like Too True was being, you know, looked at by like, you know, even Easy, even like you said, Brothers for the Struggle. We know K Chill was killing it. Like, what do you think prevented like one of these other acts, you know, from getting on the way like Bone did?
I think that had a lot to do with Bone itself. You know what I'm saying? Because back in them days, it all depends on what somebody said. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, just say for instance, you had Built to Last or Midwest Mafia. The first thing, if they getting hot, if they getting attention in Cleveland, first thing that record label gonna do is do what? They gonna go to Bone. They gonna go to Bone and ask Bone, You know these guys, how these guys, how they doing in Cleveland. If that word is all on their word. If they don't say, yeah, man, you should do something with them guys, they're not gonna do nothing with them. You know what I mean? It's all to me. It all depends on the person's words. And to this day, that's what I think it is. Who you know, and who gonna speak up for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of tight artists. You got a lot of good artists in Cleveland. But it's like crabs in the bucket. Everybody trying to be the number one at the top.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy when you look back at it and all the talent, and when you hear that like Easy was looking at like a Ruthless Records, Cleveland, and everything that was happening, and there's so much stuff that's come out of Cleveland, but it's crazy to think about how much more could have come out of Cleveland just based on the talent we know.
It was so much talent in Cleveland, but you just had you didn't have the right people pushing talent in Cleveland. You know what I mean? At that time, everybody had to leave Cleveland. You had to leave Cleveland to get attention. But if Cleveland was like Georgia or like Texas, places like that support their own, Cleveland would be like the number one place to come and get a deal. Because all the talent, all the acts is in Cleveland. The old acts, the new acts, the young acts, the R&B, the country, all that's in Cleveland. But everybody got to leave Cleveland. Then when you leave Cleveland, you don't want to say you came from Cleveland. First thing you're gonna say is I'm from California or New York. You know what I mean? You only want to claim the city.
Was there anybody like back in the day like that like, you feel like was especially hot that really should have got on that didn't, that people may not know about? Because obviously, like, Too True and Poet, they still got on through Mo Thug. But is there anybody that just didn't get on that you feel like, wow, that's crazy that they didn't get on? They were so good.
Yeah. It was a lot of people. It was a lot of acts, like you say, Brothers for the Struggle. I mean, to me, they had a national recording deal, but they didn't have the right one. You know what I'm saying? Then you had you had guys like K Chill. You had a lot of acts. There was a lot of people back in Midwest Mafia, 216, True Math, Aftermath. It was you can name groups forever. You had 350 from Face Mob. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was a lot of acts in Cleveland that could have really blew up. But again, first of all, the support for each other is bad. You got bad support in Cleveland when it comes to each other. You know what I mean? Because everybody trying to be that one. And that's the problem that Cleveland always had.
They're asking in the chat if you ever worked with Ray Cash at all.
No, I know Ray Cash personally. Me and his uncle was real good friends. But no, I never worked with Ray. I always wanted to do a track with Ray Cash because I thought Ray Cash was really hot. You had another guy named Chip the Ripper, Fat Al. These guys was very hot, man. But again, they was on their own mission. Everybody was on their own mission. So no, I never got a chance to do with Ray Cash. But Ray Cash, he had a lot of publicity. He was actually moving up the ranks.
Yeah, Ray Cash made a little buzz for himself, and I remember actually
he made a big buzz. He was doing movies. He started doing movies. So yeah, he really started doing a lot of things in Cleveland. Well, yeah, in Cleveland.
Years back now, it's actually quite a few years back now. It doesn't feel like this long ago, but Machine Gun Kelly did a "Till I Die" remix, and it had Bone on it, and it had Ray Cash on it, and I thought that was cool that he came back to Cleveland and grabbed some people. Grabbing Bone was like obvious, right? But grabbing Ray Cash, I was like, oh, that's a cool nod that he did this and he grabbed Ray Cash because not everybody may have known who he was, and he put him on.
I thought Machine Gun Kelly was going to do a little bit more, with the status that he had. But again, people thought Bone was going to do a little bit more also. So, I guess it's just, if it's in the person that do that business, you got to have that business sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of talent, but if you ain't got no business sense, you ain't got no people that can help these people with business, then they'll never come out of Cleveland. You know what I mean?
What's it like now, music scene wise? Like, I know you said right across the street that you got a music venue. I mean, is live music in general, I think in this country, like live music isn't the way it was. When I talk to touring acts, they're like, if you go to Europe or Canada, it's way different than being in America. Like, people still really want the live music, but it doesn't seem like it's the same in America. Like, what's it like for Cleveland for live music right now?
I mean, the Cleveland scene, you still got the underground scene. The underground scene is strong. You know, it's very strong. But like major wise, you know, we don't get a lot of people don't come to Cleveland. They don't. I guess they don't like Cleveland. You know what I mean? But on the underground side, you know, you got a heavy underground set in Cleveland. You know, you got a lot of different venues for like up and coming artists. But you know, again, you know, people just gotta learn how to utilize what they got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's, you know, it could be a good year for Cleveland. You know, I think maybe around the time I had you on.
Cleveland got a lot of new acts coming out, but again, a lot of them don't promote Cleveland. They, you know, they still on their own journey. You know what I mean? Which I understand. I can understand that. But when you start involving more people, that's when things start being a little easier. You know what I mean?
I think you'll see a little bit of media coverage this year with Bone getting the Hollywood Walk of Fame star and stuff. You're going to see the media during that time talking about Cleveland and talking about Cleveland rap a lot. So, you know, maybe it'll bring a little exposure there with that happening. I think the last time we talked, Bone had got the street sign, you know, named after them. And now here we are. They're about to get the Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
And then, you know, you got these young cats in Cleveland that started that 216 Land of the Legends. I think that's what it's called. You know, like they got all the Legends of Cleveland. You know, y'all, I think it's on Tubi or something like that. So you could actually look at that too. 216 Land of the Legends. I think that's what it's called. You know, so that's something that they just put out there. It's all over the place. It's on Tubi. You know, at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you know, they played it down there, and they got a lot of Cleveland artists on that also.
How do you feel about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Bone thinks they should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's not a lot of rap in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you think we should have rappers in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a genre of music. And, you know, I think Bone should be in there because, you know, they had hits that Tyler would be in there. You know, they had songs with Elton John and, you know, superstars that a lot of rappers can't even get to or ever do songs with. So, and a lot of these features are people that's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, yeah, of course they should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I think eventually they will be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the Rolling Bones right there. You know, there they are still doing it. We got coming up. It's going to be, Matt, what did we say, 30 years since E1999 Eternal came out?
Yeah.
30 years.
A few more days.
Wow. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm that old now.
still doing it, you know. Archie's still making music out here, putting it on for Cleveland. We got Arch Dogs open. You know, it's always a pleasure, Archie, anytime we get you on to kick it with us.
I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, Arch Dogs, y'all make sure. You come to Cleveland, this is what we do right here. And about time y'all do come to Cleveland, I have my studio in the back open so I could do a little walkthrough with y'all. But we got a lot of things coming out. You know, be on the lookout for it. I might have some surprises on it. You know, I'm gonna try my best. But thank you again, y'all guys. Is you know, beautiful people, man. You know, this right here is gonna help us out a lot, and I hope it help y'all guys out a lot too.
Yeah, we made sure we recorded all the footage of this Arch so we can cut something up. You'll be able to post it on your social media. We'll take good care of you. Archie, we appreciate you coming on, man. Is there anything else you want to let people know about Arch Dogs or about production or Too True? Or anything you want, man. It's yours, Archie.
Well, the only thing I want to let y'all know is that I do got some projects coming out. You know, Too True is going to be the first thing. You know, Jazz. You know, we're going to try to get Brina on it. You know, that's going to be a fight, but we're going to try. The Arch Dogs, we're going to have a couple of locations opening up soon. I'm trying to go out to Texas or Georgia. No doubt we're going to have another location on the east side or the west side. And other than that, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the fans. You know, I love you people. I love you guys. And till I see y'all again.
So, Arch, you trying to make like a chain out of them? Like you trying to have more than one?
Man, I'm trying to I'm trying to do dogs and karaoke. I'm trying to do everything. Yeah, I'm trying to make a channel. I'm trying to have
Yeah.
art dogs everywhere.
Oh man.
Before it's over, I'm trying to have art dogs in every city. I mean, not every city, but every state. I'm trying to have an art dog.
I love it, man. Anything that we could do to help
That's
you
my
out,
plan.
Arch, you know that we're always here for you, bro. Anything that we could do to help, you consider it done from us.
My man.
Hell yeah. Y'all
My
in
man.
the
I
chat,
love you all, man.
show Archie some love. Light that chat up. Put that dog emoji. Put that hot dog emoji. Show Archie the love, man. We appreciate you coming on. Anytime you want to come on again, Archie, let us know when it's time for Too True, when it's time for anything. You get at us. We got you.
Man, y'all gonna be the first people we holler at. Believe that.
You already know, Archie, brother. We love you, man. You have a great rest of your night, Arch.
Peace, man.
Boom. Archie Blaine.
Nice.
Arch
Right.
Dogs.
Arch Dogs, surprise guest Eric Wilson.
That's so crazy. And I'm like, well,
And
what will we know?
Cleveland
He's
history.
like, oh, just a little thing called from Cleveland to Cali,
Yeah. Bro, we got a 216 underground rap history along with that. And what felt cool about that was one of my first jobs when I was in college for television production. We were sent on assignment to interview like this famous jazz player from Tampa. And he gave us all these stories. I had no idea what he was talking about, but he was a great storyteller. And, like that experience, the fact that we just did it now and got another history from a different, legend, it was just cool to reproduce that experience and to have that for the history books. So that was awesome.
Yeah, I love anytime we get to have Archie on, man, just because he's like you said, man, it's the history, it's the wealth of knowledge, and it's why we do the show, man, because John and I have always said, like, hey, these stories they can't just they can't just go away. We need them. We need those stories to be here for the people, and I'm happy anytime he wants to come on. It makes me happy.
Yeah, also, I just want to point out Southpaw, that album I was talking about with Archie. If you haven't heard it, Cecil, or anybody in the audience, it's actually really good for East Coast hip hop. Like it's like East Coast style hip hop, but they are really good lyricists and good performers. Like they are on point. They're as good, if not better, than a lot of the artists that actually came out with that style of rap. It's not like Bone at all. I mean, it's completely different. But for the subgenre of rap that they're doing, they were really good at what they did. And I'm not even a fan of that style of rap, but when I heard it, I was like, man, this is solid stuff. So, and check, somebody uploaded it to YouTube, so it's out there if you want to check it. Southpaw, I forgot the name of the album, but it was good.
Yeah, man. I'm really happy with how that went. When we said, hey, we're gonna do a little food episode, I was like, well, I don't know what this is gonna be, but I think we covered it all nicely, and it was great that Archie wanted to talk some music as well. I was cool to just talk hot dogs, but I love that. I really love that he's like, hey, man, my wife loves the food. So I do the food so I could still make music. I'm gonna make music forever. And I'm like, hey, look at Arch, man.
Bro, and I want everybody to know there was no script at all. Cecil freestyled that whole thing, and Archie freestyled the whole thing, and it worked great. We got live, like the Arch Dog. We got to see what the Arch Dog was always a mythical item, and we actually finally got to see an actual living cooked Arch Dog in the flesh, along with the footlong. That footlong looked like it was about 16 inches, maybe 18. That looked a lot bigger than a footlong. But excellent stuff going on there. Oh, and dude, we introduced accidentally, unknowingly, a new relic, the Arch Dogs Mo Thugs legend signed wall.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that wall is a one of a kind. It can't be reproduced, except photograph it and merchandise that. Just the fact that he's got a wall of fame, a Cleveland wall of fame in the restaurant. That's awesome. Like it's a wall of fame that actually matters.
Yeah.
Some restaurants have one, but this one, holy smokes.
Nah, and it's got the
a
plaque
grail
on the
of
wall.
Mo Thug history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the plaque on the wall, man.
Plaque on the wall. Yes.
Plaque on the wall. He has it front and center. So, man, the origin story of Archdogs. He just he didn't have his money, and he got a hot dog cart.
I know.
I had to make sure I was muted. That was such a good story. Like, to me, that was the highlight, because that's kind of just an accident.
Yeah.
Really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
And if his wife didn't love to cook.
Right. Be still sitting in the garage with the fucking.
No, she put it on the street. She was going to put it on the street.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Nah, it made me happy to see the place and to understand it, and that, like, you know, I was like, oh, okay, like it all made sense, man. Like, he's like, look, you know, I like that, like, he was like, hey, hot dogs, you're supposed to eat, you know, the first couple minutes, you know, and I get it. You know what's crazy is, right before this, I went to one of my favorite places, and they make a Carolina slaw dog, and it's got chili and all that, and I had one of those, but I was like, man, that chili eats it up quick, you know. So he's smart to say, hey, I don't want to send a chili dog out. You get it 20 minutes later, it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be a poor representation of what this is supposed to be. So, you know, we just don't do that. You got to pull up to the window, and you know, and I loved seeing that it was like exactly what it is. Like, you know, you go in there, you walk up to the window, you can see right into the kitchen. You walk into the window, put the order in, you know, with his wife, because Arch is off in the cart. He's like, I'm not getting stuck in this fucking place, you know. Archie's off in the cart, and you know, I loved the little outside seating area. Reminded me of the fucking Sopranos, you know.
Big time. Man, I meant to ask him, like, what does he do with the cart? You can tell his passion is in the cart, right? So, like, Cleveland, Midwest winter is no joke. Like, is he just equipped? But people can't be outside like that in January.
Yeah,
I wanted to hear some winter stories.
Yeah, right. I know. I did ask him a little bit about.
I was wondering why you were asking if he was closed during a period of time, and now it makes sense. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, well, because like I asked that question based on, like, they didn't have a lot of seating, right? So I was like, okay, like, are a lot of people like pulling up, you know, getting Arch dogs and then taking off on foot? Like, you know, how's it work in the winter? You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, great episode, Cecil. That was excellent. That was enjoyable. It was informative. We got to hear and dude, the Eric Wilson thing, and
that was so crazy to me. Like,
yeah,
that was, you know, talking to him, and then you don't know, like, is this somebody that we're gonna know? Is this just, like, you know, a guy in Cleveland that's also a producer? Because Archie fucking knows everybody. Like, you know, who's this gonna be? He's like, oh, you know, I've done some stuff with Mo Thugs, and I'm like, oh, okay, what you done? He's like, oh, you know, little thing, Cleveland, a cat. And he probably doesn't know.
No, I think he does. He had super confidence. Like, I bet you his stuff is real good, because he wasn't even worried about it. He knew he's got it in the bag. But you think
he knows that, like, that's like a thing that, like, fans hyper collect?
Well, that part he might not know, but I think
that's what I'm saying. It's it's like a fucking, like, I don't. I've never understood the why. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But it's like, I never understood what, like, made Cleveland to Cali like something that people, like, would seek out so heavily. Like, to this day, people still seek Cleveland, from Cleveland to Cali, and the second one out very, very, very heavily. And I was always just like, yo, why? But again, you know what it is? Flesh was connected to it. And there's something about the allure of Flesh and Bone, especially back then, that, like, even now when I collect, I love to collect any Flesh and Bone stuff from, like, the THUGS or even the fucking the Fifth Dog Let Loose era, anything from that time frame. I love to collect. So maybe that's what it is. But yeah, it was so fun when he's like, oh, you know, this little thing called Cleveland and Cali. I was like, get the fuck out of here. And then he's like, oh, it's bar none. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, we got somebody I would interview right now.
Is Aftermath on that? Yeah, I always thought that it was a collector's piece, because Aftermath, you know, we heard all the stuff about Aftermath, and then it never, like, the album never dropped. and I thought that was the only way to hear them. Were they on other releases? I thought that was the only release they were on.
Well, there was a bunch of people on that, right? Aftermath was on that. Bar None,
Yeah,
like
Bar
he
None.
said, Bar None, I think, was the big thing, which makes sense now. But Immortal Thugs was on it. I know Lazy Bone had like something on it. Did Flesh and Bone actually have like a song on it?
I mean, I'm looking at AK Spray with Flesh and Spice 1.
Oh,
and
okay.
then, Hard Times, Flesh, Two Gun, and Immortal Thugs. And then I think the Lazy song you're thinking about is Judged by 12, then Carried by 6.
Yeah, I haven't heard the fucking that album in so long. I have it.
There's a track called Hard Dick and Bubblegum.
I think that was gonna be I think that was gonna be like one of the first like Flesh and Bone Global, which back then it was FBI, right? It was like Flesh and Bone International or Incorporated or some shit. Right?
It was international, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was like gonna be like a release or there was something. But yeah, man, that's just so crazy.
There's a name on here that I remember, Miss Illegal from Mind Games. I think Miss Illegal had another release like outside of Flesh, like an actual something that made it onto BET or like Yo MTV Raps. Do you remember the name Miss Illegal?
That
It might be somebody else I'm thinking of. But
I would remember
looking
that
at the
name.
track
That's, like,
list
the best
now.
rap name ever.
I'm remembering a bunch of the Flesh and Bone shit on this now. Looking at it, and I remember the Lazy Bone shit too.
I remember the Spice one.
Yeah, Flesh and Bone and Spice one. Yeah, that's crazy. Beyond the Harmony's so crazy. And somebody said it. I can't remember who said it. Somebody said it earlier here though. But they go, this is somebody that we just know through music, and like Bone. And they're like, but I feel like I know him because of this, and that's such a honor for us to see somebody say something like that, because that's really like we've talked about that for a long time. John and I talked about that at the beginning, that I was like, hey, someday people are just going to want to hear us talk. They won't even care about the guest. And then eventually I was like, we're building characters. And not to say that we made the Archie Blaine or the Capone or the K Chill, but it was like we started to get characters for the show. And I say character in like a good way. The same way I would say me, John, and Matt are characters on a show. But we started to get people that I'm like, hey, you think of us now when you think of them too. Like if you were to say Archie or Capone or K Chill, you think of Beyond the Harmony. Which is really it's really cool that we've made these relationships with people. And you know what else is that makes Archie's third appearance, full-length appearance. Does that make Archie, has he done the most full-length appearances? I know Blaze has got some like little minis.
I don't know, man. I think Capone might have had a couple, and even
But those are like little minis though. Like,
yeah,
you know
minis.
What I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Like
minis,
this
yeah.
is like Archie's third. Here's an episode about Archie Blaine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not talking like the mini Collins. Like I'm like, this is Archie's third. And think about this: the first time Archie came on, he goes, "Man, 20 years, I ain't never given nobody an interview, man." You know. And now here we are. This is the third time by blessing that we've had Archie Blaine on.
I was going to ask at the end, but I heard you rapping, so I was like, let me let Cecil do the rap. I was curious to find out if he had any input, or if Too True had any input on the Source magazine review. Like I always want, especially when you get a bad review like they did. I'm like, man, it was so unfair. It was like a 3-mic review, and I was just wondering, did Ruthless approve that? Like, why would Ruthless want that to happen? Why would the Source just choose to review the Source? I don't know how that whole thing worked out, and it would be neat to get insight to find out how, at the time, how these Source reviews were going.
you know what I thought of? This is crazy you bring this up, because we had talked about it on another episode, probably the last one, right? And I think it was the last one. We were talking about how they remiked a bunch of Source stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Is it possible because of Easy's death that like the source was finally like, oh, fuck this. You know, we can do what we want. Like Eazy-E's not here to like buck at us anymore. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like we could do whatever the fuck we want. You know, that was the first big, you know, ruthless release post Eazy-E, you know, and maybe they didn't have, you know, Eric Wright to check them the way they would have. Or maybe they, you know, did Death Row kind of have the source in their pocket, you know? So it's like, was, you know, who knows, man? The politicking back then is so crazy. And the more we find out today, the less me saying something like that sounds like a crazy conspiracy. And the more it sounds like that's a likely possibility.
If he's open to it, I would love to hear his side of that story, his perception or memory of it. But it was such a long time ago to him, you know. It might be something we think about all the time or like want to talk every day about. But if he's open to it, that would be an amazing entry into the library for sure. Yeah,
there's so many things. There's so many things, man, that I still want to do with the show. You know,
Invitation to a Gunfight. Oh man, I if he was at the main studio, I thought he might have tempted us with it a little bit, but that's just a reason to have him on again. Really,
listen, it's crazy because I think the last time I had him on or something, maybe it wasn't during the Two Truth. There was at some point like I harassed him again about Invitation to a Gunfight, and it's like he sidestepped him. Like, Archie, stop fucking sidestepping me on this Invitation to a Gunfight thing, Archie. I need this. Like I said, I remember an Angel Fire website in the day listing Invitation to a Gunfight, and it being like, well, what the fuck is this? And I remember when Archie came on and did his first interview, that was like the first time anybody really heard people talk about that. I don't think that was something that was coming up in those old Too True interviews, you know, like, because I just back when Too True was getting like a lot of interviews, I don't think that's something that the fans would go out of their way to ask, because it probably wasn't old enough to be like legendary, like tale, like a lore at that point. So why would you ask about Invitation to a Gunfight, right? That just sounds like a song they might have done last year. Who gives a fuck, right? Like, let's talk about New Breed of Female. But now it's been 30 fucking years. You still haven't heard it. It's been on websites for 20 fucking years. Like, what is this fucking song, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We should probably use that instrumental more often. I think one of my next videos, when I need some background audio, I'll drop that in there. Get that in the rotation a bit. Get people familiarized with it.
Love it.
Yeah.
It sounded like we might have had a special K-Chill appearance there for a minute. Maybe he said that he was going to try to. He said comes in every day.
I know. He said Jazz, K-Chill, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't want to keep Archie. I knew they were open and they were cooking and they were working, and I didn't want to keep him hung up too long waiting for crazy guest appearances. But it was fun to hear that Mama Jazz like knew he was coming on, and that she still loves us, because I'm telling you guys, I be driving fucking Jazz crazy when I get on some Cecil West shit. I really do, man. Cause she knows. So I go to her for the fucking answers when I need something. I'm like, oh, if anybody's gonna know this about the members or about whoever, it's Jazz. She always knows about everybody and everybody connected, and
I was rewatching the first Jazz interview we did, and I don't know if you had this pre-planned. I was wondering this, so I'm actually asking you an interview question. So you had asked her if she recalled anything about being at the Notorious Thugs recording session.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know in advance, or I mean, I shouldn't really ask you to reveal the magic trick, but what a surprise answer she gave when she said all the girls got kicked out of the studio?
Yeah, no, I didn't know. By the way, I love being asked interview questions. I wish other platforms would bring us on to interview us just about our shit. Because I love giving away the secrets, right? Whoever the magicians are that love to show how the magic's made, I'm one of them. So no, at that time, I had just kind of made it a staple to ask about Notorious Thugs, you know, because it's like, what a big moment. And if you're a Mo Thug, sure, there's a lot of big moments, but like, yo, you guys were all there when Notorious Thugs was made. But something that always stuck out is like the girls. There's no girls in the fucking picture, you know? So it was like, I almost felt like I was going out on a limb in that situation. Like, hey, you know, I know y'all ain't in the picture, but, you know, got anything for me on Notorious Thugs? And I thought I might be striking out. Like, I thought they might be, you know, about to tell me, oh, that was like a boys only trip or whatever. But it sounds like they had to cut the females from the room because, you know, the dogs were on the prowl. So, you know, all the girls had to go. But yeah, I love that question because when you look at that lineup, you know, that question has so many answers because look at how many perspectives you have. We talk about this all the time, how 5 of us could be in the room watching something and you got 5 stories about the same story and everybody's perception and the things that happen, you know, it's all different. So when you look at that lineup of people, you know, everybody from Biggie to Busy to Puffy to fucking Archie to, you know, V-Loc, who's just the homie that pops up out of nowhere. Everybody's got a story about it. Everybody, look at Majesty's story and how different it is than like Jazz's story, you know, about that night, right? So yeah, I always think that that's just a staple question to ask anybody that was there because, you know, what a monumental night. And again, you have so many people to tell their version of the story. Listen to when Steve Lobel talks about it, right? He's like, oh my God, I walked in, I saw the liquor. I'm like, nothing's going to get fucking done here. You know, it's like Steve Lobel and Mr. Majesty didn't look at that night the same way at all, right? Mr. Majesty looked at it like, yo, I'm out here with all the Mo Thugs, like I'm representing 7th Sign, right? You had the Mo Thugs there that were like, hey, we in here, you know, representing Bone. You got Steve Lobel that's like, I got Lazy Bone passed out in a fucking limousine, like we're not gonna get any shit done. So, you know, I love that question.
And was Capo showing up with the Tupac shirt?
You got Capo wearing a fucking Tupac shirt and Lil C's ready to fucking, you know, ride on him, like crazy.
And then I think Busy even told some story on the Breakfast Club that about, because they recorded that in LA, right? It wasn't New York.
Correct.
Right. So Busy said that they had something with Orlando Anderson. And I remember it was like a big controversy on the internet because it was, you know, it's like, what you guys. So I forgot how the whole story went, but there was something with that. So it was the one event that it's got a gazillion stories, much like that 95 Source Awards, Come to Death Row. That's like the most legendary get together for rap. And I like the way it was told. It was saying that it was the first time that most of the rappers actually all got together in the same room. You know what I'm talking about, right? You seen like documentaries about that night? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Come to Death Row.
I just found the GNT Records Day 2 Independence compilation that he was talking about.
Really?
Yeah, the cover, it's funny. The cover, okay, this is what's crazy. The cover of From Cleveland to Cali, it's got like a big like sticks of dynamite, you know what I'm talking about, on the cover From Cleveland to Cali?
Right.
And then the Day 2 Independence, it looks like a big city, but there's like a big bomb going off, almost like the dynamite had gone off. Looks almost like the same cover, except the dynamite's gone off and everything's destroyed on it. That's kind of cool.
I do remember seeing it when I was doing some kind of, you know, one of those videos we did where it's showing all the albums, whether it was like, you know, I did one for Crazy, one for Busy, and I did one for Mo Thugs. I don't know if I at the time classified this as Mo Thugs. I would have been able to, you know, justify it in my mind, being that Aftermath was mentioned on Thug Devotion, and I think they even were advertised in one of the album covers. So
it doesn't say who's featured, but I see a couple tracks stick out to me. One called Puppet Master, which Flesh has a Puppet Master song. One called Ready for War. So I don't see, those are the only two that really stick out to me. But but who knows? This doesn't say who's on this, so who even knows?
I haven't heard it. I haven't
out-
heard it in a long time, and I bet you it's going to sound like I noticed that every old album sounds way better now. See, at the time, and I said this a couple times on the show, at the time there was so much, we were still living through the golden era. So even the great artists, you didn't even listen to their entire albums, let alone, side kind of things. But now when I've been going back hearing the old stuff, I'm like, man, I slept on a lot of this material just because it was just too much to listen to at the time.
We gonna do the wheel tonight?
Yeah, before we do the wheel though, it was brought up earlier, just give I think Beatbox had sent some stuff, and it's not for today, it's for
Not for
season
today.
1.
It came in season 6. I think we give it away in season 6.
Season 6. Okay, so just in case y'all were wondering, season 6 is when it's coming. So I get and also before we do the spin, I'm still sitting on this.
I'll tell you what's in it. You want to know what's in it?
Yeah. What's in it? What's in the box?
It's an exclusive Beatbox LLC Beyond the Harmony box. They didn't offer this grouping of stuff for sale.
Oh,
so this
nice.
This grouping of stuff only comes from Beatbox LLC through this giveaway. And I don't know when we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it. Like I said, it's gotta
Eric
be
Wilson
special.
just subscribed. Eric Wilson subscribed to the show. Just want to give a shout out.
Eric Wilson from Cleveland to Cali.
Boom.
Okay.
Well,
We got.
Oh wait, real quick. Did the winner of the we've tried giving this away now multiple times, the Thugline license plate. Did
No.
anybody claim it yet? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
So I guess we're gonna give this away. This will be an extra spin on the day.
Is it cursed now at this point though? Should I just put it on my car?
I know maybe I'll put this in the suitcase. I'll pass it on to you in New York.
We could bring it to New York, and the first fan that recognizes us, maybe we give it to them.
It looked like somebody was just saying in the thing that they were going. Somebody looked like somebody was saying they was gonna go.
Oh, HSS. Yeah, I think HSS is gonna show up at that one.
All right. So in the Beatbox LLC box, they got a sticker pack full of Beatbox LLC stickers, some really nice shiny gold cane stickers, and then some Smokey the Bandit Juvie World stickers. And it's a bunch of them. Like there's a whole big ass sticker pack. Okay. And then there's also a signed Smokey the Bandit Juvie World poster. Mo Thug logo on it, Bone Thug, Harmony House, Flesh and Bone Global, all over it. Signed by Smokey the Bandit. And on the back, he also signed shout out to Beatbox LLC. There is there's a button, okay, like a pin-on button, right? It's all black and it just says in white text, "Never let a ugly motherfucker mock you while you doing your thing, Busy Bone." Perfect. That may be the crowd jewel of that. That seems like some shit like Matt Weaver walks around wearing. Just like,
oh man, it spoke to me the second. It's a button.
It's a button. It's like a pin. Matt, if you listen, if you love that, I'll keep this from Matt Weaver. Okay, we'll take.
Yeah, man,
all right, I'll take that out. That's going to Matt Weaver. Okay,
like sometimes when I wear a blazer and a button down, I'll put a pin in the lapel.
This is like one of those circle ones, like like the
yeah.
Okay,
I know.
I love it. That's going to Matt Weaver. All right, you guys can't get that. That's a Matt Weaver exclusive. It's also got. Looks like we got a copy of "I'm Busy," which was the Busy Bone album that he did with his sons. So we got a sealed copy of "I'm Busy" in here. There's a signed copy of Kane, "My Thoughts." And then
shout out to Kane.
Yeah. Kane, man, I've talked to him about coming on before.
He's awesome.
Has never worked out, but you never know. And then I just want to double check this before I say anything crazy. Okay, and then this right here, I knew this was going to be the fire. They sent the limited edition gold copy of carbon monoxide. So just getting a copy of carbon monoxide now is kind of a fucking difficult thing to do anyway. So here's the gold special edition copy of carbon monoxide. And then they sent a white Bone Thugs and Harmony logo t-shirt. So just to recap, I took the pin away from Matt Weaver. Sorry, that's just, you guys owe it to the game, man. It's got to go to the weave. Mm-hmm. So, and then we got the sticker pack that included Beatbox LLC, Kane, Smokey the Bandit. We got a gold copy of the limited edition carbon monoxide. We got I'm Busy, the signed copy of Kane's My Thoughts, the signed mini poster by Smokey the Bandit, and the Bone Thugs and Harmony logo tee. So that's all coming in a future Beatbox LLC Beyond the Harmony giveaway. I haven't, we got to make that one a special one, boys.
Yeah.
Indeedy. And sure. I just want to throw the reminder and a shout out after listening for the Liberty and the Enoch boxes. My bad. There was some you got some from June we got to get shipped out.
The runner up shit. Dude,
yeah.
When you guys win shit from me, it's so much worse than when you win it from Lippy. If you win something and Lippy's in control, you better bet your bottom fucking dollar. That's going to be in the mail Monday, brother. That's coming to you. It's coming to you shipped nicely. It's packed up right. It was delivered to USPS with a smile on his face. If I got to ship you something, it's going to take 2 to fucking 6 months like it's coming from China. I'm going to jam that motherfucker in a box. I frowned having to go to the fucking post office. I was not happy writing addresses. None of that. But when I finally send it out, I have such regret that it took so long that I always stuff a bunch of extras into it. So, it'll be better for you in the end.
To counterbalance the flavor of you running out of tape when we're not having any tape in the house when you needed the box.
I got a couple cool things. They're getting a couple things that people cannot find. One of them is absolutely unavailable to anybody, and the other one is so hard to find. So yeah, it's gonna happen. John, I told John, I was like, harass me, John, until I fucking send these things out, until I fucking hate you, until I'm like, John, shut the fuck up about the shit. I'm like, you harass me until I send this shit out, which, by the way, you guys, he has zero problem doing that. If I open up the floodgates of harassment from John to get something done, he is fine doing it. And then he's like, hey man, I'm not trying to bug you. You said to do this. You told me,
It's the most on-brand Lippy stuff I've ever seen in my life. Hey, pardon me, Cecil. When you have a moment within the next 10 business days, can I bend your ear?
Yeah, it'll get done. We love
Bro,
it.
I got 3 boxes by the front door for Talia to drop off. There's a USPS office right next to her work. So yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, eBay all weekend. We doing it. We working. We working. But yes, the level of harassment that Lippy is known for to do to poor Cecil over the years, it's remarkable that we're all still here together.
Oh, I love it. It's good. It counterbalances me, man, because it's like, if me and John lived even remotely close to each other, I'd be like, here, John, here, take this shit, take this stuff here. Part of me is also happy that John and I don't live close to each other, because the only thing that has really prevented me from inheriting a ridiculous fuck ton of shit is that he's had to mail it, and that flat rate boxes went away. Okay. Or if I lived down the street from John, he would be pulling up in his fucking car like, hey man, hey, check out this trunk full of stuff that I decided has to leave from my life today for me to get what I want. John is like, for somebody that doesn't really care for Can't Give It Up by Bone, man, he lives that chorus. He lives and breathes that shit. And he would just be showing up with a car full of stuff like, come on, C-Dub, this is all yours. bro. And the only thing you got to do is take it and promise if you don't want it that you give it to someone else.
Bro, dude, Nextdoor. I don't know if you know about the app Nextdoor. Do you use that? Do you guys have that?
No, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I heard of it.
Dog, that saved you guys between eBay and Nextdoor. So this weekend, bro, I just list everything for free on Nextdoor. Within like less than 15 minutes, there'll be 5 people hitting me up, and then there's just people showing up all weekend picking up free stuff from the crib all the time. So yeah, man, that's what I've been doing. It hasn't stopped. Just because it didn't show up on your doorstep doesn't mean that it stopped. It's never stopped. Now that I got Nextdoor, it's even more.
Justin Mayo says I sent him something in the mail and it went smooth as glass. I have no idea what the fuck I sent him, but it's nice to know that someone's in here that I've shipped things to. You know,
to vouch for you.
Right.
Yeah, actually, no, there was a period of time there, Cecil, where you were on point with the shipping, and I was like, wow, I guess he started to like it. So
hate it. Hate it. Hate it. The post office is awful to me. I'm like, yo, what? This all seems so fucking outdated. You know, like I gotta know these fucking things. Like I should be able to just go in and say, here's my shit, make this go. Here's my card. Here's the shit. I gotta pack this and wrap this. I don't work in the shipping department of Amazon. How the fuck am I supposed to know how to make this go through airplanes and trucks safely from here to fucking, Texas? I don't know these things. I'm a rapper. I'm a podcaster. I sell weed. Like, I don't know about shipping things. So I'm just like, wrap it in a bunch of bubble wrap. Jam it in the biggest box you can, full of bubble wrap.
Wow, dude. Justin said you shipped him Faces of Death yellow. Man, that was a win.
Oh, dope.
That was a good prize.
Dope.
I wonder what that was for.
Was it, did you buy it, Justin, or was it like a giveaway? I do know that I gave away a copy of Faces of Death at some point.
I think on a season finale, didn't you? I feel like it was a big ticket.
Motherfucker, let's give away a copy of Faces of Death. Fuck it. I have a bunch of them. Let's give away a fucking copy of Faces of Death.
Spin the block. All right, well, we're going to
fucking give away Faces of Death.
Nice. Wow, bro. Okay, so hey, Matt, am I holding this thug line for you, or what are we doing here with this?
I'll film me driving away with it on my car.
Okay.
And we can use it, but I would just give it away to someone else at that point.
Maybe we give it to the Lyft driver that takes us from JFK to Long Island.
Oh, yeah, Perez. I got an entire fucking shoebox, and I wear 17 and a half. I got an entire shoebox of Faces of Death CDs and tapes. All right. Would you guys rather me give away a sealed copy of the Faces of Death remaster cassette tape? I'm digging. Hold on, I'm digging through the box.
Uh-oh. What has he got in there?
Or
Cecil box.
Or I'll do a sealed copy of the remastered CD, right? So these are both the ones with the alternate cover that came out after the yellow. Or I'll do this 1993. No, I'm kidding. Oh, look. In this is also where I got Mr. Money Loke in this box. I got Draybone in this box. Hold on. I thought I had...
Oh man, Joe Tech knows about the strength and loyalty 1 of 1 picks. How does he know?
Well,
Oh, Cecil gave me a yellow, also a strength and loyalty one. Okay, I thought he was.
I think.
Wow, bro. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Joe Tech was 99th degree.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So I did
that
a
makes
special
sense.
99th degree.
Wow.
Oh, I remember those picks. Those were cool. Weren't they like an odd shape, like 12 by 14 or something?
Well, what they are is they're the fucking
The Cairo Wolf specials.
Yeah, Cairo Wolf sent me all the I forget what the fuck contact sheets. So they're the contact sheets of the entire strength and loyalty photo shoot.
So cool. Man, that's a relic.
Okay, or fuck it. Or I'll give away an open copy of the yellow 1995. So I'll let the chat pick. I'll do a sealed cassette, the remaster, or I'll do a sealed CD of the remaster, never been opened, and actually this one's still got like the fucking like the price sticker on it and where it came from, or I'll do a in very, very good fucking condition copy of the 1995 yellow. It is open, so the other two are sealed. This one's opened. But I'll do that. So you let me know in the chat what y'all want to do.
Tough decision.
Yeah, cassettes are coming back, man. I see people really collecting cassettes in a big way.
I feel like every small show I go to, the artist has cassettes and t-shirts.
Yeah.
While the chat is deciding, I just noticed this top fans feature on this on our chat here. So I noticed like some people have a number one with a crown of number one, number two, number three, and then I see these XP points. I earned 150 XP points somehow. I don't know how I did that. Byron is in first place with 250. Beatbox LLC has 225 XP. It's just about how many
I can tell you right now.
Yeah, how does that work?
Top fans in XP. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get a special badge in live chat, and it resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You need to collect experience points or XP, and here's how you get them. Send live chat messages or send super chats and super stickers. So there you go.
All right. Oh, okay. Nice.
So it stays.
It resets every stream.
Oh, okay.
So you know
that wouldn't be fair.
So nobody sent any super chats, which is fine. But so this is all based on the people commenting. Yeah. So the people with these top ones, it looks like Byron's number 1, looks like Beatbox LLC's number 2, and S. Perez is number 3. Okay, Beatbox LLC says, I vote the open yellow copy, and Mark Scott said the sealed cassette. Nobody else?
Now we need to give the yeah. Anybody else? And when that's all done, you gotta let the chat know how you're eligible to win.
Well, it's really easy to be eligible to win. All you got to do is be a member of the Skull and Crossroads Society, and you can do that going over to BeyondTheHarmony.com, or right on your screen, you will see that you can join the SNC and be at a level as cheap as $2.99 all the way up to the 99th degree that is $99. All you got to do is be a member and it will get you in here. If you're a member on YouTube and on the Patreon, then you will get double the chances to win, and we're going to take people entering up to right now. So if you're not a member, make sure that you join the SNC right now on your screen or by going to BeyondTheHarmony.com. Is that what you wanted, John? Is that what you wanted?
Bro, that was flawlessly executed, bro. I couldn't even do that with a script in front of me, man. That was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Broadcaster of the year, Cecil West.
I try.
All right, so it looks like we got 2 for the cassette. 2 in there for the cassette.
Yeah, the cassette, man, I don't have as many of those. That's the rarity. You know?
Yeah. Well, oh man, and
all right. Well, you guys are still looking. I'm gonna set the wheel of names. I'm gonna set it up.
Spin the wheel. Spin the block.
physical media renaissance for sure, because there's a whole generation that grew up without it. So the value of that, I think, will only go up. Sealed, right? Yeah, sealed.
Yeah, it's
will only
it's a
go up.
sealed copy of the red
'Cause
cassette.
I wonder. I'm not a physical media expert, but I wonder if over time do cassettes go bad like a VHS or even a CD if enough time
Well, I
passes.
think they've said that's the problem with the DAT tapes, right? Is that they get fragile.
Yeah.
Well, like just moisture itself, I would assume, like just this weekend I was cleaning out the garage. There was a cardboard box I had out there for 13 years, Florida, humidity, and it was like it was wet. Like the box itself was wet just from absorbing the air for 13
Mother Nature,
years.
for sure.
Yeah. And so a cassette, I figured it depends on the elements, how you're storing it would extend or decrease the lifespan. But yeah, I used to hate too is when your tape would get stuck. That was one of the biggest benefits of the CD. I mean, yeah, you could scratch it, but you had control over scratching it. Whereas the cassette, you put it in the cassette player, and every now and then the cassette player would eat your tape, and then the next time you played your favorite song, you could hear it munching in the.
Oh man.
That
used to just make me not want to buy stuff when that would happen.
Yeah. I think I used to make copies of like when I would first get a tape, I would dub it and just listen to the dub to keep the original cassette good, just in case the copy got eaten up.
All right. You guys just keep conversating. I'm just getting things set up here on the side.
John, I feel like the license plate is not a top priority. I feel like between now and New York, you're going to have a bunch of stuff. I have a feeling you're going to bring an extra suitcase that's full of stuff that's going to go home empty.
I like to travel. I'm now into traveling light, and now that I got Nextdoor and eBay to dump my wares upon, I think Cecil's been spared for a couple years. I think the last box he got was probably after season 3, and that had and the irony of it too is sometimes he'll get something like the season 3 box, which has a relic of the Busy Bone inside the mind of Busy. And then he spends the next 3 years having me harass him. Hey, could you photograph some of the pages of the book that I shipped you that I could have photographed before I shipped it to you? Because people want me to.
I'm the worst, man. How am I so good at some shit and so bad at some other shit?
That's the longest ongoing discussion between you two that I'm aware of.
And it's easy.
No resolution.
It's an easy thing to do. And I don't want to poke the bear right now, but this book is sitting 7 inches from me.
You can see it.
It was. I had to move it off of the Faces of Death box. Okay, and I'm not saying this to be like na boo boo. Like I'm saying it like this is therapy right now. Like why am I like this? I'm so good at some things, and then like shipping stuff or taking pictures, I'm just like, oh my god, why? Why would you send me this? I would mail it back to you, but it would involve me going to the post office.
Please don't mail it back, even though it's an $800 book.
Nobody's buying it for $800.
I don't know, man. I seen it. You can't buy it. I mean, if anybody wants it, they got to pay whatever. That's the supply and demand of it. Earlier, you were talking about Aftermath.
Someone would, yeah.
Yeah, and
like,
yeah. Well,
we all have certain types of collectibles that have like a soft spot for us or whatever, right? So someone would.
But right now, there's a book. I think it's going for like $1,200. It's called Space Relations. Look it up on Amazon, and if you do look it up, read some of the synopsis. Read some of the synopsis of it. Space Relations by Donald Barr. It's the hottest book. Everybody's trying to get their hand on it right now.
Is Donald Barnes your pen name?
No, I didn't write this book. I don't want anything to do with this book. But I know that gazillions of people are trying to get their hands on this right now, due to recent current events. So yeah.
Oh, it's fiction.
Some would say it was fiction, but I haven't read it. I did acquire a PDF of it. I haven't looked at it, but it's almost like, if you committed a bunch, if you told on, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's classified as fiction, but from what I read from the comments
Oh, okay.
from the reviewers, it's like you can't even read this as fiction. This seems like it's like a manifesto or a tattletale. Like
I hear you.
yeah.
I looked at the Wikipedia.
So
I'm not going to read it.
yeah. But the point is, it made me think of it when I looked up inside the busy mind. See if I could find how much it's going for right now on Amazon. It's wrong browser. The highest I seen it go for is $800. And prior to us starting to narrate the book, it was $12.95. And then once I started doing the narrations, people started buying it up on Amazon and eBay to the point where there's no copies left. So let's see, Busy Bone Inside a Busy Mind. Let's see what it's going for.
I think the real question though is like,
Can you guys hear this?
yeah, we can hear it.
Oh, you can hear that?
Sister, we doing this shit from the land to LA. Whatever you bitches want, we bring it. Sister, what time is it? Yo, I don't give a fuck where you lay at, bitch. It's time to slay these bitch-made sisters. Run with us, rip and pop with thug love. They ain't even knowing what type of bitches we is. Where my thugs at? Them thugs in harmony. I know y'all been waiting for this for a long, long time. Well, here it is, sisters. Here it is. What you gonna do with it, bitch? Well, it must be almost time for Armageddon. God, you know that I won't die by that lesson you taught me. To pull out my weapon you brought me. And I'm not stressing it softly. No. Get them up off me. Cause all we wanted was harmony. Been mobbing them, yell up out of my ghetto. Never won't settle, get on my level. They can't stop me and rock me. Sister, they got me. Fuck no! Little Mac gets schizophrenic. Let's manage to damage all y'all. I'll talk about them and you don't really want it. Cause they be cornered and I want them to not run. I'd rather say that we came to put them all down. So quick to test, sister, yes. Start a war. Roll, I flow when I get the gun for the murder. More horror. They did it all, pause for the cause. And I be fixing to pull a Glock, a pistol, and hit a bitch with mine. Fuck them bitches, it's on. All y'all fall rip getting bitches to test me. Bless this flow when they attempt to arrest me. Stress me. God, looking at death to the last of my breath. Follow, walking with my kids, but don't send any steps. But the heater is kept with the best of my secrets. Heaving the leaves in my lungs. Sisters believe that I can see it if needed. And if you're really with me, well then let it be. Get the smoke and we're running up over Cleveland. What's poppin', sister? Oh, yeah. Put your motherfucking hands on your strap, bitch. Thug love, sister. Yeah, we can do this like gangsters and thug it out. Or do this like you punks and punk it out. Pull your strap on me, bitch. You better kill me. Thug love. Different bruh. I'll probably be locked up for hard living, blind to the facts. We just convicts in God's prison, hands on the strap. I'm praying, so Jesus, please forgive me. Police be busting when they see me. I flaunted America's most wanted. Label on your TV screen. Life, pleasure, and pain. Deep in this game, screaming my name. We all gonna die. We bleeding through similar veins. Please explain it to me. Now don't run in when my guns burst. Heard the last jam, sister. This one's worth. My homies bone held a chrome till I came home. Love players tell these bitches they can bring it on. I caught a plane out to Cleveland late last evening to help my sisters clean up some bitches no longer breathing. Now who do you believe in? Hit the green and breathe. It's a cold ass world. Bitches get you in your sleep. Watch me until they pop me, bury, murder me, or drop me. I got thug love for my nation. Why gangsters feel me?
Bro.
Just a little, you know.
Dog, when people say that AI doesn't have soul, it's like, dog, you ain't heard Cecil West AI yet.
Yeah. I be picking the weird ones. I'm like, how do I make a singing song out of Thug Love?
That was killing it, bro.
You know? How do we do that?
Yeah, I love how it like reinterpreted Tupac's verse. That was jamming, man.
So quick to test
You know, they kept it on beat and everything.
Looking at death to the last of my Get out.
Yeah, dog, awesome. Oh, so anyway, back to the busy thing. It's available for $119 on Amazon. So somebody has a copy.
It might be good to add to the collection. So what I don't remember, you've probably told me this already, John. When did he write it? Why did he write it? Why doesn't he endorse it? Why did it fall apart? Does he not own the rights to it? I guess that maybe I answered my own question.
Well, from what I understand, it was recorded when Frank Nitti, when he was working with Frank Nitti on a lot of stuff. I don't know for sure, but I think Frank arranged for like the writers to come around, and then I guess Busy kind of like had an interview with them. So I guess it was like an interview thing, and then kind of like some other projects, it just kind of falls apart. And I think maybe there was a part or two of the book that wasn't written the way Busy wanted it, maybe. And then how when you're an artist, if there's like with Cecil, if one thing goes wrong with a project, that's it.
It's dead to me.
It's dead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's one of those things. But it's good that it exists. It basically tells the story of Busy at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it even touches upon the Ballhead era briefly, and so there's that in there. I think I already narrated those chapters, but it's short. It's a short book. The book looks thick, but the text is fairly large on it, and there's a lot of pictures in the book.
I would read it for sure.
I enjoyed it. And what was interesting, the reason why I got it was because when we were going to interview Frank Nitti, he had told me that he's like, yeah, there's a chapter about me at the end of the book. So got the book so that we would have some frame of reference for the interview. Even though Cecil nailed the whole interview, I
remember that. Yeah. I feel like we didn't even talk about the book that much, if I remember right.
I didn't even write one fucking question for that interview.
Yeah, that worked out amazing.
Just went.
I wound up buying some of that sea moss that Frank was talking about on our 9 hour.
His
live.
Brand?
I didn't get his brand. I got some. Well, actually, I bought sea moss gummies. But man, if I'm going to take that, I need to be playing full court basketball and not stuck in a room for 8 hours. It made me just like, fired up. And I'm just sitting down and I'm like, man, I need to get out there and run full court. So there is something to that sea moss.
Something else in there besides sea moss, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a stimulant. It was a weird kind of stimulant. It wasn't drinking caffeine. It was a different kind of, I don't know.
Like it was a pre-workout. Were you burning?
It seems like something you should do for working out. Yeah, it gives you strength like that. But that's why I got it. I hope that answers the book.
Thank you.
I'm ready to spin the wheel. How about you?
Let's do it.
We're going to give away a copy of Faces of Death. We had Archie Blaine on tonight. We talked about Faces of Death. Cleveland's in the motherfucking house. It sounds like, did the cassette, I know not a lot of people voted. Was the cassette the winner? I think the cassette had 2 votes.
Yeah, it was 2-1.
I like it. I like the idea of giving away the cassette. It's brand new. It looks fucking beautiful.
Cool.
And expect delivery 4 to 8 weeks if you win.
Ooh, wouldn't fucking 4 weeks be phenomenal?
2025.
Wouldn't 4 weeks be fucking, your best bet is to come to the Beyond the Harmony meetup, where I can put this in a bet. Nah, I'll get it. I got you.
Which is actually more work when you think about it, but true to fashion, true to style.
Yeah. All right, let's bring the wheel up. Boom. Got the wheel up on your motherfucking screen. Looks like we got 35 people here. Let's take some people out. Let's take Cecil West out. Let's take John Lippy out. RC Thugsta might want to win this one. Do we let RC Thugsta win Faces of Death?
Yeah, you know what? Leave RC in there. Let's just see if the stars are aligned for him. This seems like a time period that it might be.
Okay, if RC Thugsta wins the tape, we'll give the pin away to a second winner. We'll pick a pin and give a pin. Is there a Faces of Death pin in that motherfucker?
Let me check. I got it right here for you. In anticipation of Spin the Block.
I feel like RC would go. Yeah, like he's too humble. He might say, "Take my name out," but I feel like he would enjoy having that.
Yeah.
So
He might
there's
have
a
it though, right? He has a pretty decent collection, doesn't he?
so there's not a Faces of Death, but there is a Bone Enterprise
Okay.
pin.
All right. So if RC Thugsta wins this cassette tape, which the guy deserves if he wins, but if he wins it, we'll take him out and we'll do a Bone Enterprise pin as well. Sound like a plan?
Alrighty. Sounds like a plan.
All right. I took everybody out. That means there are 33 entries.
Wait, did you double up the Patreon members?
Hey, you'll see them down here, baby.
Okay, well, I keep right. I notice I don't have the glasses on right now, and I'm
Oh, blind lippy.
blind.
All right. Let's shuffle the names up a bunch. I like to shuffle them up.
Shuffle it.
Shuffling.
I got the theme song. Oh man, shuffle. I got the theme song for the Spin the Block all queued up.
Oh, you got music?
I got Splack Pack, Scrub the Ground.
I'm ready for it.
I hope we don't. I'm only gonna play it for a couple of seconds. I don't want to get
Gonna
flagged.
get us fucking flagged.
Yeah. What did we get flagged for last week? We got flagged for something.
I played the Ripsta trailer.
Oh, that's right.
And they flagged the fucking the
Good
music.
old Hoquan Phoenix.
All right, here we go. Spinning it up.
All right, here it goes.
Your winner. Who the fuck is that? Does it say malicious?
Malicious. Maybe it's a new subscriber.
I don't know who the fuck you are, malicious, but you just won a sealed copy of Bone Enterprise Faces of Death on cassette. Sealed. All you got to do is email beyondtheharmony99@gmail.com. Let us know your username. Screenshot us your YouTube so we can verify that it's you. Send that in the email with a screenshot of your YouTube so we can verify that it's you. And beyondtheharmony99@gmail.com. Send us a screenshot of your user panel and that your address that we can ship it to. And we're going to ship it out to you. Malicious, a brand new. I've never seen this fucking name before, which actually makes me super happy. I always love when I see, some people on there I've never seen before.
That's who should get it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let me see
So
if I
cool.
even see. Where are you, malicious? It says Malicious been a member for 14 months.
Damn. Well, finally
Can
paid off.
people change their name, I wonder?
Yeah, he might have
'Cause
just done that.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know, but you just won, buddy.
Year plus.
You
That's
won.
amazing. Thanks for being a fan for that
Hell
long. Man.
yeah.
And hey, if whoever won the license plate, you got till September to let us know. Otherwise, the Uber, the Lyft driver is going to get it.
We just put it on our Uber's fucking car. We just put it in the back window of every Uber we take while we're in New York.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well,
I have one
guess
too. Do you know that's the crazy part is I also have one of those license plates?
Maybe it would be the one that drives us to the actual venue. Be like, hey, I know you got a show for people around, but you can't come to the show. But here's a license plate.
Well,
for it.
I'll make him do the thing that content creators do, right? I'll put it on his thing, show us all getting in the car, make him drive away, and then I'll be like, all right, now you got to drive back for my phone though. Like my phone is back there. It recorded us pulling away in the Thug Line vehicle. I need my phone, pal. So
nice.
All right, well, malicious, you just won beyondtheharmony99@gmail.com. Send us an email, and we're gonna get you out very, very, very promptly a copy of Faces of Death sealed on cassette.
Let's just get some housekeeping out the way here. As far as just me letting you guys know, last time we did the live, I had said that we were going to do refunds, but then some things were working behind the scenes. I don't know what happened. It was all through Cecil, so I held off. So it's not like I wasn't sending it. I don't know what the status is. Cecil may or may not have an update. Otherwise, he could tell me to start issuing refunds or to hold them for a longer period of time. So you got any update there?
I think I think I would be comfortable just doing a refund for people, especially with as like busy that Bone is going to be right now with the tour and the Hollywood. I think it's going to be very hard to get one of them in.
Yeah.
So I would be okay doing a refund for people in the hopes that if opportunity rolls around, I believe in our fan base, and I'm sure they would I am sure that they would refund the situation. So I'm more than happy to put the money back in our people's hands because they trusted us, and then if it comes back around, and again, there's always something you gotta give up. I know as soon as we give the money back, fucking 3 out of the 5 of them are gonna be like, "Let's go! I'm ready to come on."
Yep. It's one of those. Yes, we're in one of those weird paradoxes.
I gotta hit up Conor McGregor so Conor can be like, "Are you fucking crazy, boys? There's an entire fucking podcast out there about you."
Bro, hit him up, man. Hit up Conor, man. Let him know, or get one of your boys that knows him to hit him up. But yeah, all right, good. So that one's out the way. Appetite for Thuggin' Part 2, man. Is that going to come anytime by 20?
Who knows?
27?
Okay. Who knows? We should talk about
Lib, I got you.
We should talk about the meetup as well.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida doesn't seem to be working out, in my opinion, and I think it's because there was so much excitement that I think that initially we weren't looking for a place that big, and then so many people, and I think that we kind of created our own hype train, like we didn't see through the smoke of the excitement of how many people want to do it versus how many people actually can do it, right? So the Florida thing I don't think is gonna work, and I think that our best bet, and we'll solidify this over this week when the three of us are talking, but I think our best bet is to cancel our stay in Florida, and then find a location that's going to fit however many people we have a little bit better. Because now if we do it in Florida, we got a place that's fucking, if it was the three of us plus the people that we currently know are going, we got a house that's fucking, about fucking 10 bedrooms bigger than we need. With that being said, the price on it is still really fucking good. It's like, it's going to be hard to find something to accommodate even this many people at that price. But I don't want to waste the eternal mini mansion for 10 of us. But I think that Florida might not be it. So I really don't know what it is. I think if we change it, maybe we're still aiming for that weekend and that month. But that location may not be it. And I got to get one under my belt before I can make people believers. There's a lot that I was trying to do in this one to make it special for people the first time that we do it. And it's possible that I'm just trying to do too much. And I taper back on the first one, turn people into believers, and then when we do it, when we do the second one, maybe I can go a little bit bigger with all the guests and all the extra shit that I want to do. So we'll look at some other options. We'll look at some other options as to where we can go. And at this point, I think what I'll do is work with the people that are involved and that have deposits and figure out what is going to be the best situation for like the 10 of us. What would make the most sense for all of us. So that's probably where the way we're going to move over the next week is kind of looking at what it takes to refund it, which, luckily we picked a place that as long as you cancel within it was something stupid, like 2 weeks, you get a full refund. So I'm not stressing that part. And then we'll start to look at what makes sense for us all to go to Las Vegas or whatever.
And maybe throughout this process, especially with the Bone Show and everything, Maybe a whole bunch of people do sign up. Maybe people will decide like, hey man, maybe this is the thing we want to do. Maybe we do need to hit up this Florida spot.
Yeah, I don't know. I know me, John, and Matt are gonna be in New York together. I was trying to figure out why did we pick the New York show? And then I was like, oh, maybe I wasn't gonna fly. But you know, I'm kind of happy that we picked New York. We didn't pick the one in your backyard or my backyard or Matt's back. Like we picked like a place that isn't one of us. It's gonna be, you know, new for all three of us, which is kind of exciting. Versus if we would have done it, there's one on like South Beach, you know, and John would have been like the South Beach Leon Zay, you know. But instead of that, like, you know, we're in a completely, you know. What the fuck do any of us know about? Where are we? Staten Island or some shit?
Oh, Long Island, Montauk, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. What I thought it was, I figured you thought like, all right, I got to find like the nicest looking venue so that Johnny will be okay with coming.
Well,
and
a bunch of them are like that. Like they,
really? Well,
yeah.
When I saw that one, I was like, oh yeah, sign me up, man. That is my style. Heck yeah.
Okay. Oh, let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something, brother. All right. I just went to a show not long ago. I went to see Wiz Khalifa and fucking Sean Paul, all right, a few weeks ago. And I experienced the Fast Pass, which we bought. I think I told you this. So I experienced the Fast Pass treatment. But then right beside Fast Pass, I see the VIP early entry treatment, which we also have. So we didn't need the Fast Pass, just so you know. We paid an extra $15 each. We don't need it. But I will say, if you're ever doing a Live Nation Ticketmaster show and you have the option to spend $15 to do the Fast Pass is so fucking worth it. It was a completely different line. It cost $15. There was probably, I don't know, 30 people maybe in this line, right? Versus a couple fucking however thousand in this general admission line. It was bananas. I was like, yo, is this a cheat code? Did these people just not understand that they could have spent $15 and got into this line that I'm in? I was like the sixth person in the fucking show for $15. I'm like, this is nuts. But I don't fuck around. They only
sell a certain amount.
Yeah, you're right. They only sell a certain amount. So we bought 3 of them that we absolutely don't fucking need. You know, maybe at the show we'll bless 3 Bone fans up because we don't need them. You know, I could probably
we could transfer.
Yeah, I could transfer them the Fast Pass tickets because we're gonna get in. We also now have we bought the advanced whatever tickets that gets us in. And then right at the end, John was like, "Yo, let's do this fucking Citibank nightclub fucking extravaganza bullshit." That also has its own entry. So I know 100% after doing it, we don't need the Fast Pass, but I'm telling y'all, if you ever have the opportunity to take the Fast Pass, buy that fucking thing for $15. So worth it. But yeah, we're getting in. But when I was looking at the venues for these, a lot of them, if they had the option to be like on a big body of water like this one we're going to, a bunch of them were like that. It was crazy. Like, they don't have a Cleveland show. They don't have where were other places that I just noticed that they didn't really have? Like, there's not like a New York City show necessarily. I didn't see that they had like a Boston, Massachusetts show. I don't remember if I saw like a Detroit thing. Like it was just like all the places they're going are great, but it's just not what I expected to see from a lineup. Also, did anybody see how everybody's sharing the Thuggish Ruggish Mafia tour thing, except for Busy Bone is sharing a flyer that says the Bone Thugs and Harmony 30th year anniversary tour, and it's just Bone on the flyer. Has anybody seen that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's going to start a fight?
I don't fucking know, but like, you know, what? Just share the fucking tour flyer, Busy. You gotta. It's it's just that new picture of Bone, and it says the Bone Thugs and Harmony. I thought they announced another tour, and I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get a second chance. When I saw it, I didn't read the dates, and I was like, oh shit, they're doing the Thuggish Ruggish Mafia tour, then they're gonna do a Bone tour. I'm like, oh, we're gonna plan this, the Beyond the Harmony thing around this, and then I start reading. I'm like, this is the fucking tour that we're going to. This is. I don't know.
It's because he won't put no devil stuff on his page. That's why. No, like as he would call it, evil imagery. Like you remember, like the week or two up to versus,
like the skull, or just like the 3-6 Mafia logo, like
yeah,
what?
just saying 666. Like you remember how like they were going live to build up hype, and like his whole thing is, if they repent before verses, it's fine, but like he didn't want anything to do with it.
Well, that check must have.
Yeah.
That check must have changed the game.
Yeah.
So.
He was big on that like a week or two before versus. Though.
Oh yeah, Esprez is saying, put your peepers on the Discord, new folks. Yeah, man. If you're not part of the Discord, come join the greatest group of Bone Thugs and Harmony fans that I know right now on our fucking Discord. It's worth joining. Lot going on there. I think that's where I actually saw it. I think somebody shared it on our fucking Discord. By the way, somebody asked, does anything happen when I touch the heart or the 100 or whatever? I don't know about other people, but it pops up on my screen. Like I see it happening when you guys are doing that shit.
I see it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does though.
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean, if it
little support,
does anything. Yeah.
A little bit of.
I feel like it's YouTube's version of where on Zoom you can clap or raise your hand or thumbs up.
Live Nation featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony 30-year anniversary tour. These motherfuckers. Hey yo, Vizzy's crazy. You know what's exciting for me is I've never seen all 5 of them together. In fact, no, I guess there were 4 of them the last time I saw them. No Busy Bone. And then the time before that, like I've only seen them a couple times as a group, and I've never seen them as all 5 of them. So I'm gonna get to see all 5 of them with my buddies that I do this fucking podcast with in the pit. Oh, and 3-6 Mafia and Tech N9ne's gonna be there. This is a fucking dream.
Yeah, and DJ Quick.
And DJ Quick. John is like, don't keep leaving DJ Quick out of this.
John, are we wearing DJ Quick gear to the show so we can represent for you?
Well, I mean, it's going to be Beyond the Harmony. Quick. Yeah, no, I mean,
yeah.
Gotta get some Beyond the Harmony shit. Yeah, always be advertising. I'm looking to see the footage from. I went to a Bone show in Fort Pierce, Florida, and I know Busy was there. He had this big, thick, 80s rappers gold chain rope. The rope.
Oh
chain.
Yeah, I love that era.
Yeah, and I think it was only 4, and I can't remember who was not there. It was either Flesh or Lazy, because I know Crazy and Busy were there. I know Wish was there. That's actually, when I've been talking about, this was before we did the Beyond the Harmony show. I went to that show, and that's when I learned the utility that Wish has, that he's the ringmaster during the shows. He's the one, issuing the commands and letting you know what you got to be doing when you're at the Bone show. And that's when I gained my respect for the Wish master.
Yeah, man. I think some of the best nights of my life were the East 1999 20th or 25th anniversary show tour. Like getting to see them just perform East 1999 night after night. Like,
bro, you went to one of those? Oh, I never even thought to ask you about that. I went to a bunch of
those, yeah.
Holy smokes! Wow. Anything you tell us will be interesting. What do you remember from that?
I remember them specifically backing away and being impressed by Crazy Bone.
Oh, okay.
Like I remember Crazy Bone he sits down a lot, right? But like there were certain verses where he would walk up, so he'd be in the front middle as soon as his part started, and and they stopped being each other's hype man, and they kind of their microphone slowly was just at their waist, and they were just watching him, and like half, how like you half smile at your boy when like he's really succeeding, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
and I just remember seeing that at different parts at different nights, and they all just really seemed to like having Busy Bone there to do his parts. I'm sure because they're used to doing his parts, or
Yeah.
so having the cohesion there, and how Busy Bone only has level 10, like he's he's only ever at level 10, and so that really brought out the performance in the other guys compared to a regular Bone show where they're it's their job, so they're just doing their job, where these nights were just
Did they have a
magic.
band? Did they have a live band for it?
Not for these ones, not on the West Coast, at least. No,
Because
I know what you're talking about, but not.
Yeah, because I saw one. It was either for No Shorts or No Losses or Shots to the Double Glock, which, I blend those two songs in my brain together. It was one of the two of them, and it was really cool the way the drum fills with the drummer, and it looked like they really rehearsed synchronizing with these cool fills that weren't, part of the original. Like it was like a reinterpretation.
Why didn't they do that more, right?
Yeah, it was really good. Like the performance was amazing for
I know Cecil went to one of those.
Well, that was the Resurrection.
Yeah, I went to the Resurrection one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, none of the East 1999. I guess it would have been 25th anniversary. But some of them were seated, and so like I was way in the back. It was not good.
Oh yeah, seated shit is Jesus.
Not for that kind of show.
I can't. We just did that last shit that I just went to seated, and I was like, this is why I'm in the pit. I gotta be able to just have flow motion here.
It's hard to celebrate when your butt's in a chair. So
yeah.
But they weren't all like that, and so some of them, like the ones that were in the middle of nowhere, weird venues, were the best ones. But like the Seattle show was like in a theater where like you could go see the opera the next night, or which was a once in a lifetime experience. But it wasn't. I saw the game there too. I don't know why you played there. That was weird, but that was during the same era when the game was popular. Anyway, those nights were other than like Crazy Bone solo show. Those are some of my best Bone memories for sure. Other than the first time I saw them, where like I had a tear in my eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of the Eternal anniversary, we will officially be getting together next, not this coming Friday the 18th, but the following Friday the 25th. The three of us are going to be getting together. I believe probably 7. I work that day, maybe 8 o'clock. We'll announce it coming up here if it's going to be 7 or 8 o'clock. But we're going to be getting together. We're going to be celebrating E1999 Eternal and its 30th year in rotation. I hope that you guys all join us and celebrate with us. We have no fucking idea what we're doing, if we're going to listen to it. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to celebrate Eternal all night. And we celebrating, okay? And I got shit to tell y'all about Eternal, and you better show up, bitch. That's all I'm saying.
It's gonna be a robust conversation.
Yeah, it's just something funny. So the latest video, the Krypton We Came, for the retrospective that I've been releasing based on RC Thugsta's research, he made the fatal mistake of leaving a note to John Lippy that said, "Hey, feel free to add your own little flair to it." So if you guys got offended or thrown off by the whole Krypton We Came episode, I'm not going to blame RC, but he put the opportunity for me to put in some Lippy stuff into there, and that's why you got a pretty bizarre Krypton We Came episode. If you haven't seen it, that's my teaser to go watch it.
Man, I told him, you got to keep John reeled in. Don't just be saying do whatever you want if that's not really what you want, because if you tell John to do whatever he wants, he's going to do that.
John loves freedom.
Hey.
Also the rule at work, you know, when we used to drive to lunchtime together, I was like, hey, Lippy's in the car. Make sure you don't have any moments of silence, the awkward silence, because that's the invitation. That says the floor is now yours there, Johnny boy.
Have your shit together when we get in this car, man. Or
yeah.
That's a long car ride.
That's the open invitation to a gunfight for Johnny. So yeah. So that Crypto We Came, check it out. Hey, I wanted to tell the story. I think the story I told fit with what a lot of people experienced with it anyway. So I don't feel like I was, you know, misrepresenting the song. We covered all of RC's material, and I think I covered the most talked about part of it. Tried to make it a little comedic, throw in my own little experiences with it. So,
well,
I know not to fuck with Down 71, by the way. I know that's sacred, hallowed ground. So,
you know what it is. Next Friday, we'll be getting together the 25th. We'll announce the time here soon. So that's the next time you're going to be able to check out Beyond the Harmony live. That's a Friday. It's weird we don't say Thug Thursday anymore.
Yeah.
The music still says it.
We ain't changing it. I ain't changing shit.
Can't change the music now. It's been the way it is for too long. So, hey, great episode, boys. I think we got anything else? I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll package together just the Archie part as like a side upload at some point, maybe.
For sure.
Yeah. I missed the first couple minutes of record, like the first minute, the intro of recording. Once he got to the wall, I realized I needed to hit record again. So I think I only missed a minute, but we could just download this part, you know, what happened here, and then splice the rest in.
Yeah, it'll be all good. It'll be all good.
That'll be beautiful.
All good. Make sure y'all check out Archie. Archdogs.com is where you can go check it out. If you're in Cleveland, stop by. Mention Beyond the Harmony. He's going to give you a free hot dog. If you do it, don't forget to sign the wall. Put beyondtheharmony.com on the wall. If you do that and take a picture, we're going to send you a free Beyond the Harmony shirt. My name is Cecil West, rocking with the one and only
Jonathan Lippy.
And he is the co-host in Coast to Coast and Come Up Creeper, never sour, always sweeter. Thank God I came up with this motherfucking intro and outro for Matt because I was lost for so long. Ladies and gentlemen,
I am Matthew Weaver.
And you know what it is, Feenics Ryzin. It's time to take us on home.
Beyond the harmony for the fans we celebrate.